Oh, I don't have mine on either.
Hello?
Let me dial
Hello?
this up here.
Is this thing on?
When the
Hello? Can you
when the
guys see
beep
us?
boops. I see us. I
You
see us.
see
We're
us?
on.
Okay.
We're on.
I will get my phone set up here. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome.
It feels like it's been forever since we've been live, Amy. It feels like it's been like a week and a half.
Well, it has technically been
I
longer than
know.
that. It's
I
been over a
know.
week
Yeah, a week and a few
since we
days.
we did our sale on a Sunday. So,
Yes.
yep. Welcome
Yes.
in, you guys. I know, and that went by really fast as well. That little break in there went
That
by really
did.
fast.
That did. That it
Well,
did.
how are you doing, Jason?
I'm doing okay. I decided in our break to go ahead and catch a summer cold. So that was fun. And with my with the way my immune system is, it takes me longer than the average Joe to get over it. So we're about there. We're about done. So that was nice. So are you recouped from being jet lagged
It
from
was it was long. It was long. It was hot. It was
what?
very hot. It's always hot on the 127, but it was very humid on
Yes.
top of the already hot. And then Collectors Carnival with Misty was equally as hot. So it
Gotcha.
was just a lot of heat and humidity. So we worked to find the vintage
I hear you.
for several days out in the heat.
I hear you.
Monday, we got home late Sunday night, and Monday I was just kind of worthless. I didn't really do a whole lot Monday. I should have done things Monday, but I did not. So
This
kind of took
weather,
a day off from road trip. So
the
all right,
humidity and the heat does not help at
no,
all.
no, it doesn't. All right, so we will say hi to the friends, and we will get right into it. We'll briefly talk about how the sale is going to work, and then I do have community share tonight, and I will talk about that a little bit later. Okay. First person in the chat tonight, I already know, was William.
Really?
William was the first, and
William.
let's see who else. And I replied to that. Ashley was here next. Hey, Ashley, good to see you
Ashley,
tonight.
good to see you.
And Lisa Shields is here. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. How
Good to
are
see you.
you?
And Heidi's joined us tonight. Hey, Heidi. How
We're
you doing,
spanning the
Heidi?
globe. We're spanning the
I
globe,
know.
baby.
Yes. All right. So
Hi,
Karen
Karen.
is here. Karen's going to be our bid ender tonight. Hey, Karen. Good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
Gavin's also here.
It is our YouTube DJ. It's the one, the only Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. He's joining us tonight. If you guys are not subscribed to his channel, you're just point blank, you're missing out. You're just missing out. Please, if you guys are subscribed to his channel, it seems like here in July things are slow. Just interact with us, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel. If you are, heart things, go over there. All of us, whether even Amy's channel, my channel, or any other YouTuber that you like, interact with them. So that preempts me into saying that if you aren't subscribed, please do so. He plays music. It's on vinyl. It's on a turntable. He drops all sorts of knowledge. It's a great YouTube channel, and it's the same name over on Instagram. So please give our friend Gavin a follow over there as well. These Gillettes do so much. And make sure you are following Karen G over on Vamp, because Sunday afternoons they do their talk show, which is super fun. So make sure you head on over and hang out with them.
Yes, virtuallyantiquemarketplace.com. Yes, they have a weekly show. It's very fun. And it's knowledgeable, and Karen shares her collections, and they talk about music and all sorts of things. So It's very fun. Very fun. I was sad that I had to miss this weekend's. So I'm going to have to watch the replay. And you can watch the replays if you missed them live. You can do that. Okay, and I lost my spot. Dusty Moose. Hey, lady.
How are you, Dusty?
Tina's here. Hey, Tina.
Tina. Hi, guys.
Kim's with us tonight. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Minx is here. Hey, Minx.
Hi, Minx.
Judy's with us tonight. Hey, Judy.
Hey, gnarly Judy. They wanted to know how many miles you drove down to 127. Did you do a ton of miles?
Typically, we do 3 days, but because we had another event, we had Collectors Carnival, so we only did 2 days on the 127. It's only Ohio. We only make it through the state of Ohio. And then we cross country to Ohio, top of Indiana, Friday, and then Collectors Carnival, and then we did a little shopping with Misty, And then we came home on Sunday.
Gotcha.
And checked out a few other antique places on the way home. So I really don't know my
Gotcha.
total mileage, but it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Not as much as Iowa and Nebraska, truth be told, but it's up there.
Okay. All right.
All right. Lily Pond Treasures is here. Hello,
Hello, Sharon. Good to see you, friend.
I just see everybody saying hi to one another. There's Mama Pam. Hey, Mom.
Hello, Pam. Good to see you.
Fantastic chat peeps.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's Jason's mom. Hey,
Hello, Mom. Good to see you. I love you, Mom.
All right. Miss Gutierrez. Hello, Debbie.
Debbie.
Good to see you. Terry V. Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry. How are you?
Very true, Terry. You tell William how it is.
Please, Willie, put the pants on.
Tracy's here.
Hi,
Hey,
Tracy.
Let's see. Spark Joy in Life is here. Welcome in.
See you.
Trying to go as fast through the chat as I can. Renee is here.
Hello,
as
Renee.
well.
Good to see you.
A lot of repeats. Y'all are very chatty tonight. Hey, Janine. Good to see
Janine.
you. Janine braved the torrential rain at Elkhorn. Elkhorn was also this past weekend.
Right.
We did not go. We don't usually go to the August show, but it was on Sunday. But there was like some horrible storms and flooding and stuff in Wisconsin over the weekend. So Janine braved the Braves to go find the vintage at Elkhorn. So I'm glad you guys were okay. Let me see. Who else? Let me see. Scroll. Perla's here. Hey, Perla.
Hey, Perla. Good to see you.
Brooke. Hey, Brooke.
Brooke.
Good to see you. Leslie's here. Hey, Leslie.
Hello, Leslie.
I'm
seeing a lot of our friends. Hello.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you tonight. Sharon Spencer's here. And Paula. Hey, hey. Sandy B. Hey, Sandy. And Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Heather Gibbs is here.
Hello.
Sandra Bowers.
How you doing, Sandra?
Ooh. Like all the names are starting to blur together. Oh, go. I just see everybody. Janet B, welcome in. Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron.
Hello, Aaron.
Angela's here. Carrie's here. All the people are here. Susanna is here at work. Okay, we won't tell. We won't tell that you're watching, Susanna. We'll
secret safe with us.
No worries. We won't tell. Tina is here.
Hi, Tina.
Hey,
hi.
Tina. Hi, Tina. All right. I think I'm caught up. Apologize if I missed you. Nothing personal, but welcome in. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Back on our normal night. I know the last time you saw us, we were on a Sunday, so that's not normal.
No.
But we will be back. I think we'll be back on Thursdays for a while.
Yes.
At least. I think so. So
yep.
Yes. So you'll see us regularly scheduled programming on Thursdays at 8 for a while. Until probably mid-September, I believe.
Yes.
That'll be when we might have some schedule changes going on. Okay, so we will briefly talk about how the sale is going to work tonight. Most of you are very familiar with this. In case we have some new people joining us this evening, or maybe someone in the Lurkers Lounge that hasn't said anything. Emmeline, Darlene, well, gosh darn it, you got here right on time.
I made it.
And hi, Misty, too. Misty's visiting Emmeline right now. All right, so first you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat. So make sure in live chat all messages and not top chat. We do encourage you to refresh often, so you can either exit out of YouTube or you can touch the screen on your mobile devices, your phone or your tablet. In the upper right hand corner, find that gear wheel icon. If you tap on that, you can find playback speed and hit 2 times. If you are lagging behind at all during the broadcast and you do that gear wheel, we will sound funny until you're caught up with us again. Do that as often as possible. We will be doing the auction style tonight. So we'll give you a starting price. I will pin it up here on the screen. We will give you any kind of information that we may know about the item, measurements, and note any kind of issues that the item might have. So if it has any damage, any chips, repairs, that sort of thing, We'll do our best to show that all to you live here on the screen. And we will highlight any bids. If you're interested in bidding, you just have to type them into the chat, and I'll highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard. And we will do a 20-second countdown to account for that lag. Hopefully that is enough time to get everybody's bids in there, but we do encourage you to bid early so we know if there's interest on the item. And the highest bid that we see come in before Karen G's official bid end will be the winner. We are also doing just in cases. As always, we do the just in cases over here. All that we ask is that you are an active bidder. So you've put at least one current bid on the item that we're showing. It doesn't matter when you put it into the chat, but you just have to have it one straight bid in there to use the just in case during the countdown. So the just in case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JAC. Type that into the chat during the countdown only. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind, multiple just in cases that come into the chat before the bid end do turn into regular bids. All right. And right now our emails are up here on the screen. I've also pinned them in a comment at the top of the chat, and down in the description of the video, you can find all of our emails and social media links, all that stuff down in the description of the video as well. But we do need some information. So if you want to take a screenshot, if you need to come back to that later, you're welcome to do that. I will try and pop them up on the screen as often as possible. And my lovely mods do put our emails into the chat throughout the sale as well. But if you're a brand new buyer, or maybe it's been a while since you have shopped with us, it's always a good idea to just send that information to us again, so it's easy to find when we go to do our invoicing. So we need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, which is what we use to calculate your shipping, and an email that we can send you a PayPal invoice. If you don't have PayPal or a PayPal account, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send that email that you would like a guest checkout link. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit. Okay. And keep in mind, when we do send our invoices out, payment is expected within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional to your winning bid. We do both utilize Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rate. So we get a large discount versus retail. So we pass that right into you guys. So you guys pay the same thing that we do. So we're happy to be able to offer that Pirate Ship service. And we calculate your shipping based on your full shipping address, so your zip code, the weight and size of your package in relation to us. That's how we calculate the shipping. We do have shipping available to US, Canada, and Australia, all with discounted shipping. And I'll let Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week and anything else coming up.
Thank you, Amy. If you guys want to utilize free pickup, I can offer that. I have a brick and mortar called Mother Tucker's Antiques. I'm located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. I'm part of Adamstown, part of Antiques Capital, about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia in the Lancaster County area. So if you guys live local or you're coming in to shop and visit and you don't want to pay shipping and you want to pick it up at the shop, we can accommodate that. Just send us an email and we will invoice you for the item or items that you purchased. Once you pay your invoice, then we'll communicate via email on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. We can hold it for a reasonable amount of time, maybe a month and a half, as long as it isn't too many items. There has never seemed to be an issue with that, but I just like to mention it. And also, please, let's communicate when on how you're going to pick it up through email. That way, if you give us some, important information like a day and time, I wouldn't want to miss it if you dropped it in like a live chat. So at least with an email, we both can secure and be on the same page. So thank you so much, Amy.
Gotcha. All right. As far as invoicing goes this week, for me, I will be doing all of mine tomorrow. So I will just email you when your invoice is out there in email land, so you know when to look for it. So tomorrow at some point is when I'm going to be doing invoicing. And I ship from Michigan.
All right. And like I had mentioned, my shop's in PA. I ship out of Pennsylvania. I will be doing all of my packaging and invoicing on Saturday. So you will receive something from us afternoon or early evening on Saturday. while I have the floor for a quick second, please join Tina on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern for her Whatnot sales. She's doing jewelry. She might be bouncing around at different times and doing different things. So please make sure you're following her over there. It is Mother Tucker's Tina. So please follow her there. Also, Emmeline, I saw you in the chat. I had another person reach out to me about the mini that I have tonight. I promised them that it would be in the 3rd round. So I hope you have enough fuel to hold in there. Just give me 3 rounds because I already promised them, and I don't see them in the chat yet. So bear with me, Emmeline. It's coming in the 3rd round. I that's the quickest I can do it because I did promise somebody else who had asked about it. So I think that's everything on my end, Amy.
Okay. All right. And we do have a community share tonight from Miss Nikki Moss, who I haven't seen yet in the chat, but usually she joins us a little bit later anyways. But I do have several things to share from Nikki Moss tonight. So that will be coming later. If you guys, and we can always use more photos, definitely could use some more photos. I can't emphasize that enough. If you want to be part of our show, you can send however many photos you would like to ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Just make sure to include a brief description to go along with your photos so we know how to talk about them. And if you would like us to mention your name or not, you can totally be anonymous. That is okay as well. So, all right. I guess we'll get into the sale and I will move myself over here. One of these days, I think before Christmas, we're going to have Jason go first.
Okay. All right.
One of these days we will.
All right.
Okay. We have, both of us, I would say, have a good mixture of vintage and antique things tonight. I would say we cover kind of the whole gamut tonight. And I have one handmade thing, and I'm going to start with it tonight. Okay. So I have one of my little upcycled pin cushions, and this one's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. And I think he's maybe, I don't know, a boxer, maybe a bulldog kind of dog. I'm not sure, but he was the cutest little planter size. I really liked his size, especially if you don't have a big spot to do sewing or to store your pins or that sort of thing. And these make good gifts for people as well. And so it is a little vintage planter. I do not know the maker for this guy. I have signed him on the bottom. And he is got some kind of vintage fabric in gold with pink and white daisies in there, or like kind of like a red and white daisy, the centers there. So that is vintage fabric that is in there. And then I have paired some little vintage millinery flowers and made them into pins. All right, so you're going to get all the pins that are in there as well. And then some kind of decorative pins with a heart and kind of like a fleur-de-lis kind of look there. And then, so these are all brand new pins. And I have just crafted the ones with the little flowers to kind of match and coordinate with the fabric. Isn't he cute? He not very big. He's 4 inches tall by about 3.5 inches wide. Definitely would go in a smaller little area. So there's no chips or anything to the dog. There is just some crazing present in the glaze, but otherwise he's in good shape. All right, so I see Renee is in at 16. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more, and I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A bid. And hello, Karen Lord and Shannon. Good to see you all tonight.
Amy, while we wait for the bid end, Dusty wanted to know, did you find any nut cups on your travels this weekend?
Ooh, Dusty. I saw some nut cups, but I don't think I purchased any nut cups.
Okay. All right.
All right. There's that bid end. Thank you so much. All right. So Renee, he is coming to you. And I see that Miss Catherine Young here just gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much, Catherine. Can I see who got it? I think I can. Let me go back and see. So YouTube kind of randomizes who gets these. Denise's Magical Emporium, Ralph ED, Clean Look, Kelly Wiseman, and Novi. Congratulations, everyone. And I'm going to play everyone's favorite video. Thank you, Catherine, and welcome new members.
Thank you.
I love that cat. All right, congratulations and thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to get Jason. That is not what I wanted to do. Jason over here. All right.
All right, we're going to try this $10 choice, and I did not preview these. I'm not going to say these are rare, but I've never had them this small, and they're both a little different, but they'll be $10 choice. We now call these the little glowy girl dolls, and these are the smallest little ones that I've ever seen. And believe it or not, the hair is a little different on both of them. This one's a little poofier
so little
than this one. Amy, have you ever seen them this small before? I usually find them, a little bigger.
I don't know if I've ever had any that teeny.
They're itty bitty.
Usually the ones are a little bit like that big, or what I find.
Well, $10 choice. This is your first one. She's the little naked one, and she measures 2.5 inches tall. She has the jointed arms, as you can see. She is made of bisque, and she does have blonde hair. And then they did, of course, paint the eyebrows and the eyes and the mouth. This one you can plainly see does say, if it wants to focus, it is embossed Japan there, right there in the center of her back. So this will be your first one. This one we're just going to call without. She's without clothing. So, and again, the heads and the faces are just slightly different. This one has what remains of her little crepe paper dress. Okay, so she has a sweet little pink crepe paper dress. I believe that was supposed to be just the the crinoline or the bottom of her dress part, and she is jointed, and I believe she was also made in Japan. So she measures, because of the length of the dress, about 2 3/4. So speak of the devil, Miss Glowy Girl. Look, and they are itty bitty versions of our avatar. I never saw tiny ones like this. So Catherine's in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. And there is some string that they used to help create the little dress. And I do feel like the base of this may have been a cupcake. I feel like they used little crepe paper pieces of maybe a nut cup or maybe a cupcake base to make that for her back in the day. So just note it is a little loose, but I still think it's neat. You could even imagine maybe she's a mermaid. So this one's either going to be pink or it's going to either be with or without. However you guys want to do it. We'll just call her nude. Let's just do it. She's nude. And this one's pink dress or nude. So no chips or cracks. You can see the faces are a little different. The sculpt's just a slight different. And they both have the jointed arms. So I see Robin in at 11. We're looking for 12 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on the itty bitty baby bisque little penny dolls here. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. She is 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, but she's got a belly button. She's got a little belly button. They're in very good condition. She does have feet here as well, so she's not just a torso. And this one is also stamped on the bottom, made in Japan. So these tiny ones were the first time I've ever found them. So I was really happy to grab these, because if you have the big ones, these could be the little sister. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Caroline had a bid of 13. Robin had a just in case of 22, but Angela also had a just in case. So that means 16. Am I seeing that right? Yes, 16. Yeah. So Miss Robin, you get first choice at 16. Did you want naked, no clothes, or we'll just call it A? The one with the dress is B. And again, they are both a little different, A or B. And then Angela, you'll have backup at 15. But little naked one is little A, the one with the crepe paper dress. And this little piece is starting to fall off. I don't know that it's going to make it in shipping, but other than that, these are super cute. You want the one with the pink dress. All right. That one is coming to you, Robin. So Angela, were you interested in the little naked one? And that would be at 15. So if you're interested in her, you can have her at 15. And then it looks like it goes back to Caroline if you pass at 13. So we'll just wait for Angela. Again, all right, Angela, she's yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yes, Parmesan is here. He's trying to climb the curtain already. Oh my goodness. And there's no bug there. I confirm there's no bug on the curtain. He's just I can tell he's right here. He's gonna be a character tonight. I can tell. All right. I'm gonna start since Parmesan has graced us. Meow meow. We're gonna start with my next round is gonna be this adorable card, and it is an oversized Hallmark card, and it's just darn cute. So it's a little white kitten sitting in a basket of yarn, and it is a bobble card. So the little kitty's head kind of nods back and forth, and it's also a 10 card, so it can stand on its own. So you fold out these side pieces, and then the back of the basket is where the little greeting is. So it's a Hallmark card. It is a vintage Hallmark called Rock and Play cards. I've had I think an Easter card in this kind of rockin' card before. I think I've had an Easter one, but this one's not used, so there's no signature on it. This kitten's name is Fluffy, and she has come to play because she thinks you're someone who is nice in every way. And the minute that you see her, just bet that you'll agree she's fun to rock and play with, as nice as she can be. Just the cutest thing ever. So overall, I believe the card is in good condition. Let's see if I can show you here. It's sitting. I don't know. I will try. I had it standing up in my preview just fine. There we go. So it does sit on its own. So you don't need a flower frog or anything like that to display it. So it is large. So it's considered an oversized card. This one, where is it at? Oh my gosh. I cannot find it on my notes. Well, I measured it. Let's measure it again. I can't find it. It's 8.5. Yes, 8.5 inches tall to the cat's head, and then about 7 inches wide at the basket. Jason, you're a card person too. Have you ever seen one of these?
No, and I was just going to say some of these bigger cards are not easy to find because they never lasted because kids played with them and stuff. Do you know what I mean? When they were movable, they played with them and they got ruined.
Yep.
So good.
I agree.
Adorable.
And this one, if you didn't want to like set it out and display it, it would be a really nice candidate to frame, I think too, since it doesn't have like a birthday or something else on the front of it. It would be, it could probably work for just about anybody. But we'll bring that back and we'll get Jason started.
All right, $15, and I have a set of salt and pepper shakers, and they're in very good condition. They are little kitty cats. They are made by PY. They're actually stamped PY. They are missing their stopper, but other than that, they're in phenomenal condition. Now, these are fun because they also double as little, all shakers double as figurines, but these really, really could fit into your little kitty cat decor as figurines. So I'll show them to you up close. Meow, meow. We got the little pink one. She's hanging out in a little bonnet. The little gray one is hanging out with this fun little fedora hat. So $15 on the PY salt and pepper shakers. Here is the little gray kitty. Look at those eyelashes. Such great detail. You can see all the paint strokes, so it looks like the little gray kitty has fur. The fun little fedora hat with like the little puff there, like maybe the little feather, maybe the little puff coming out of the top of it. And here you can see on the bottom that it is marked Japan PY there on the bottom. So no chips or cracks. This one is your 2-hole. If you guys are into shakers or into maybe a fussy Victorian kind of feel, these little kitty cats would look excellent in that display. They both measure on average about 3 inches wide and about 2.5 inches tall. So again, this is the little gray kitty cat, $15 on the set of PY shakers. This one's stinking adorable. This one, like I said, the little pink one here, meow, meow, little paw up in the air, coming out of the cute little bonnet back here. So it is this great gold tone bonnet. That's your 3-hole shaker with the fun blue bow right there. Again, corks or whatever plastic stoppers are missing, but they are both PY. So if you are into PY ceramics, these are definitely PY because they say it on the bottom. So again, they both measure just about 3 inches wide to about 2.5 inches tall. I wanted to focus again. You're going to get them both because they're a set of shakers. Cute little pink kitty cat with the fun little bonnet. And of course it has, I don't know, maybe you guys even collect some blue bonnet things. This would actually fit with that because I think that was blue bonnet. It was like a yellow bonnet with a blue bow. So there's that little kitty cat. Look at those eyelashes. So cute. Come on, camera, focus with me here. So $15 if you guys love shakers or kitty cats. And again, no chips or cracks to them. Look at the green eyes on that one. Just hanging out with the fun little hat. Maybe you guys collect vintage hats. These would be fun to stick in there. You know, maybe you had some hat pins, some small ones. Instead of using these as shakers, you could go ahead and pop the hat pins in there because they're with fun little hats. So again, you can use shakers for other purposes outside of their intended purpose. So $15. I'll just wait another moment here for the lag if anyone's interested. No chips or cracks. These are probably from the 50s, early 1960s. But again, super cute and in good condition. And we'll sit them to the side and we'll bring them back for the recap. All right, Amy?
Yep.
No on the PY shakers. Okay.
All right. I have a Nancy and Storybook doll up for my next round. I've never had this one before, and actually I didn't recognize her when I found her out in the wild. And she's an earlier one for sure. She is a Southern Belle. And I love that she has a little like straw hat on and a little jacket, which is not something that I typically run across. So she's number 57. Number 57, and she is actually called the Southern Belle. And she has jointed arms and jointed legs. All right, so her legs do move underneath here. Her head is still stationary. All right, so her head does not move. But what is also cool under here is it has an original price tag pinned under here from Wolf and Desser, I think, for $1.25. I loved that little extra bit that was under there. And measurement for her, she is 5 inches tall, not counting the hat. All right, but she is a 5-inch one. And she still has a little black bow in her hair, even underneath her hat. She's in really nice condition. I did count that there were 16 variations of the Southern Belle. All look totally different, but they do all seem to have the little straw hat, which is very cute. I thought she was cute for the end of summertime. Going into fall, I definitely think that she could work. The colors in the dress are kind of like a buttered yellow and I don't know, like a salmon, I don't know, salmon orange kind of color. I really liked her. Okay. I see Debbie and Sandra both in there. Yes, I don't come across brunettes as often as I do actually the blondes and the redheads. I don't come across the brunette ones very often. All right, so let's count it down. Sandra's got the high bid right now at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And she will come with the stand. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. She will come with the stand.
I love the colors on that dress.
I do too. Just reminded me of, I don't know, August for some reason.
Yep.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Sandra had it just in case of 26, but Debbie had it just in case of 52. So Debbie, it's coming to you for 28.7. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. And Emmeline, I hope you're still here. And thank you for understanding that I gave my word that I would wait till the third round, but we're going to offer up her. She, I believe, is from the 1950s or early 1960s. She is in very, very good condition. I always call these the little roly-poly, okay? So she is she's in overall good condition for her age. But let me just point out some things that could be issues. She has a little separation here to her felt hand, okay? So she has a little separation right there. She has these two little spots on her face. I could not clean them off. So I don't know if that was poor storage, but they are there. And you can see there is some starting to separate here on her dress. Okay. But that's on the back. And other than that, she is super clean. There's no real fading to it. These are pleather ears. And the one time that I had found her once before years ago, these were completely destroyed. So the fact that
they're always missing the ears if I see Mickey or Minnie in this kind of, always missing the ears.
So the fact that they're there, plus she still has her little mini heart on her dress. She has this great, look at that great design. I don't want to call it plaid. It almost has these atomic little stars here in her cute little dress. And she is made by, I couldn't figure out exactly who she was made by. She is made in Japan. I felt like she was, it says it's made by Sweden?
It's Gund.
Is it Gund? That's what I thought. I thought it was Gund because I recognized the same style tag. And we've sold the Easter bunnies like this before, Amy, I think. So I guess Emmeline left. Emmeline,
she's here.
Is she here? Okay. So she's in super good condition. She measures 9.5 inches tall. So she's 9.5 inches tall. And she's about 6 inches wide. Thank you, Tracy. I see you for 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. This hand is in perfect condition. There's no condition issues right there. You can tell the pink and all the other colors, even here on the back end, is in very, very good condition. So if you just relax the dress a little bit, I think she's going to look great in your displays. No condition issues here to the felt little feet. So they're in super good condition. It's very clean on the bottom. And she's still really pulleys and makes noise. Yeah. All right, Emmeline, I was afraid you left me. So, and this, I believe, I've had the bunnies. There would have been a little tag here, one of those little gold little rickrack tags. I think someone snipped that off. So, cute little rubber face. She's in super good condition. Again, I believe she's from the 1950s, early 1960s. We have the Minnie Mouse tag present, and other than the little separation here. And there's a little discoloration right here to the pinky. And then we also have a little separation right there. Okay. She's in really good condition other than that. So Robin in at 22, Lisa in at 23. Emmeline is in at 24. Let's look for, we're looking for 25. Let's go ahead and count her down. And active bidders can use the just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The face is just that iconic Disney for me. Then the little heart that says Minnie. A couple versions I found, that little font had been rubbed off. I just think she's really cute. And the fabric on the dress. I don't know if Minnie's real dress had that fabric. I don't think I've ever gotten that close on any of.
Maybe she's in polka dots. So that's
you're right. You're right. All right. So there is the bid end. Robin, I'm so sorry. It looks like your just in case came in after. So it looks like she's going to Emmeline for 24. I'm going to Emmeline's house. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Emmeline. Okay. All right. I do have a lot of fresh finds in the sale tonight that I just got like over the last week or so. And this I actually got on my way home. And it is hobbyist. Okay, FYI. It's not manufactured, but it is a hat pin holder cat. It's not a gigantic shaker because it has no stopper on the bottom. And it is signed by whoever made it. I don't know. I can make out MF. But that's about all I can read on the bottom. So, but it is ceramic. It's fully glazed, and it is a hat pin holder. And I found it with these two pins. All right, FYI, I found it with these two hat pins in here. And these are white porcelain ended hat pins. So there's two of them in here, and they're different lengths. All right. Let me see. The hat pin holder cat. Why can't I find any of my notes today? It's 5 3/4 inches tall and about 4.5 this way. So there's no chips on the cat, but it is kind of accented with gold. So gold like edging on the cat's ears, and then a little glimmer of gold in each eye and a little bit on the nose. And they added like little paw marks here on the bottom. So the hat pins, one is 8 inches long and one is 9 inches long. So you're going to get the hat pins with it because I found it that way. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 holes in the cat. So you could display other ones in here if you wanted to. Different lengths, whatever you want to do. But I found it this way. And whoever did this did a nice job glazing it. I didn't really find any skipped spots or anything like that. But I've never seen a cat-shaped hat pin holder. I've never run across one before. And since I do have some really gorgeous antique hat pins that are coming a little bit later. So I thought I would bring this tonight in case you needed something to hold your hat pins. But I don't see any interest in that. And we'll go ahead and get Jason started.
All right, $20. Oh, Robin's in at 18.
All right, you got it. All right, Robin, I'll count it down for you. Looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow. Bid end.
So good. And you're right. You know, you think about it, you don't find a lot of like figure roll hat pin holders.
No. I mean, you could totally use single shakers to get the job done, but this is big. This would be like a range, a range shaker if it was a shaker, but it just doesn't have any spot to put anything in it. So cool. All right, Robin, I got your just in case, but you didn't need it. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. And I found these the one Sunday, I guess it was the last Sunday that we sold. These came from that same estate that I sold the bisque bride and groom. So this came from that same estate. These are little celluloid. They are Cupies. I can verify wings on the bride. It looks like some of his black bled onto a little bit of the white of her crepe paper. But other than that, these are in remarkable condition. There's not even, a lot of tears to the crepe paper. Thank you, Phil. I see you in at 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. You can see that almost all of her features are still intact, and they are still on their little original paper, like little dots, the little paper wafers on the bottom. So let's get into it and show you. Thank you, Aaron. I see you in at 22. Phil's back in at 24. So there's what the base looks like. Again, these are little Cupies, and then they give them these fun little attire to be brides and grooms. So here he's wearing his little tuxedo. He even has his little collar or little bow tie. Super cute. You can see when you come around here, he even has coattails. See if we can. Well, he's one big coattail. So the coat comes down completely, and then it's slid up just a little bit. So he does have coattails, and these measure 4 inches tall. So there he is. Then you have very 1920s, and that's when I believe these are from, head attire for the bride. There you can just sort of see as we move this back, you can sort of see the wings up underneath there. So the wings are right there by my finger, and she is in super good condition, kind of like the little penny doll I showed you. It's like they use a nut cup, or they use like almost a cupcake piece that is the crepe paper to make the bottom of the dress. You can see that all of her other little baby's breath is all intact, super cute. There's her little wafer there on the bottom, and she's a little Cupie as well. And she measures the same exact height, about 4 inches tall. So these would have been little cake toppers, or they would have been used in a little wedding back in the 1920s. Now, that morning it was wet out, and I think the person that was selling these left them get dew on it. And when I tried to make sure they dried out, I think that his black had touched the white part and some of it bled onto it. But other than that, they're in perfect condition. And I'm happy I saved them, because if they would not have been stored properly, they would have gotten ruined. The person didn't even care that they were getting completely wet and starting to disintegrate. So I'm happy that they're going to go into a collection and be saved, because they've made it a long time now then to just get ruined. So you're right, Minx. Not cup. So let's do a countdown. Robin's in at 25. Looking for 26 or more on the celluloid bride and groom. The base dolls are Cupies. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Helen. Hey, Joe. I didn't get a chance to say hello to you when you popped in. Hello, everybody. And we're in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more. Y'all can use it just in case. Thank you so much. These are in really good condition outside of the little bit of bleeding that bled on. There is the bid end. Thank you so much. Karen G. So it looks like Robin had a just in case. Aaron had a just in case. So did Phil. So Phil, they're coming to you for $45. Thank you so very much. Thank you, ladies.
And Robin, your 45 did come in after the bid end. Okay, what do we want to do next? I don't know. Let's try these. These are different. These are not a cat or a dog thing, but they are harder to find set, I would say. I've never run across them in the wild. I knew that they existed, and I found them over the weekend, and they're darn cute. And I'm curious to know if Jason has seen these before. So I do have some salt and pepper shakers. All right.
Never.
And these are made by Napco, and they're called the Kissing Chef shakers. Now, Napco is pretty famous for doing sets of kissing shakers. There's lots of Christmas ones. There's some everyday ones. There's people sitting on benches. They did do some other head variation ones, but these, and there's a little sailor and a Mrs. one, but these are, it's a little chef and the Mrs. kissing. They are made by Napco, so still have a foil sticker and number there on the bottom. And these are both have stoppers, and they're in excellent condition, besides a little bit of crazing. I have just never, ever run across these out and about before. And I love how stylized their faces are. They're just all puckered, and I love the little freckles that they included on here. I think they're darn cute. Little Mr. Chef. So he's got his hat and blonde hair is a 3-hole. And then looks like the missus here has her hair in a little kerchief, little accents of orange, also in blonde. And like I said, there's no chips on these guys at all. They're very nice condition. So Jason, you've not seen these before?
Never, ever. And very few shakers have freckles. You know. If you love the freckled face kids, which folks collect the kitschy freckled face kids, you never find freckled face shakers. You just don't.
They're very, very cute. I loved these. They are 3.5 inches tall and about 2 inches wide. But I like the colors on these. So the background of these, it's kind of like a light gray. It's not white and it's not blue, but it is kind of like a light gray color, which I really enjoy. They're very different stylized, and they're not high glaze either. Their little outfits are glazed, but their faces are more of that satin finish. So not matte. There is a little bit of sheen, but they're more that satin finish. So I see it. Mr. Dennis, hello, is in at 20. So we're looking for 21 or more, and I'm going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Laura, and hi, Gail. And Helen, I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, hello.
You could even, I know what you said there. You can even stretch these in with your salty sailors and your like, put them in like a nautical kind of theme with the gray.
I kind of think Dennis might include them in his mermaid bathroom, maybe. Maybe he sees that. Thank you, Dennis. They're coming to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Amie, $45 choice, $45 choice, and it's been a hot minute since I've had some good mushrooms to offer. So you don't have to be a glass lover to not want to have a fun Viking mushroom in your collection, especially now that we're getting into August. It's time to think about how you're going to decorate for the fall, and now it's time to start getting out like your amber glass, your green glass, and this would be fun to use not only in your fall display, but if you have pixies, if you're into the fairies, or if you're just into glass. So No chips or cracks, $45 choice. This is your first one. This one is a Viking green one. I can't tell you in the size where this falls. I believe this is the second largest, okay? But you can't hold me to that. I believe it is in this time that I've sold Viking mushrooms. I believe this is the second largest. So it measures about 3 inches tall. And it measures about 3.5 inches across, okay? So here is what the underside looks like. They gave it some fun texture, like a good looking mushroom looks like underneath. So popular that some glass companies are now reproducing these in foreign colors. You're right, Joe. Always good at Christmas time, especially when you get out your pixies. Use the green one. But some other glass companies have started to make these, and I think these are always going to be collectible. I don't think they're going to really come down in price at all. So you can see there's a curvature here to the back. That's sort of this. You just sort of know a Viking mushroom when you see it. And let me get in here close. Sometimes these can get scratches on them or take an impact if they're dropped. There's no condition issues to the top whatsoever. That's just the ring light you see there. So that's your first choice. So that's your first choice of mid-century glass companies. Your second one, I believe this one is made by Pilgrim. So another famous glass company, Pilgrim. This one is really fun. You can see it has a clear bottom, kind of with some texture to it. And then they made these in different sizes, and they always tilted the top of the mushroom on them when they made them. So this one, it's kind of cobalt. It's somewhere between a cobalt and like a solar style blue on there. Then you can see where they attached it there to the, hi, Becky, I see it 45. You can see where then it was attached there on the top, and then there's where they attached the clear part to the top part. There is the base. And I will tell you, when it comes to these mushrooms, the Pilgrim one is a little more difficult to find than the Viking one. So this one measures 4.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So like I said about the other one, there are no issues. There's no impacts, no cracks, no chips. Again, if these take a tumble, it's not that they're going to crack, but they might just get a little mark on them from impacting. So I do believe this one is Pilgrim, and they did come in different shapes. So you could have had your own Smurf village of these if you wanted to. Again, Smurfs are hot. You can use these with your Smurf collection. So you choose between the Pilgrim or the Viking one. One more time, just because it matters if you're making a set. The Viking one measures 3 inches across, 3.5 inches tall. I believe it's the second largest in your set. This one, they didn't really sell them in sets, so you would have made your own set. But this one's 4.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So let's go ahead and count them down. We're in at 48 with Becky. We're looking for 49 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 49 or more. For the bid end from Karen G. You do a non-traditional Christmas. You put some of your white, silver pixies under here. You put some of your red or white ones under here. Instant display. And, of course, summer, fall, fairy garden, all that. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So $53. Becky, you get first choice at 53. Did you want the Viking or the Pilgrim? And Tina, you'll have backup at 52. But Becky, you get first choice at 53 on either the Viking or the Pilgrim. And again, both in good condition. You'll take them both. Good choice, Becky. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I love that blue and green combo. They look real good together.
Good. It's good.
Okay. I didn't even know Pilgrim did mushrooms. I don't think I've ever seen one.
You don't see them often.
I've only seen Viking mushrooms one time, and it was the complete set. It was the whole set.
Man, I used to be able to
I've ever run across any.
I used to find full sets. No more.
To go back to my last round, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Gail was the winner for the Kissing Shakers at 22. I apologize. I even had her bid highlighted. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. But Gail was the winner for that one. All right. I have a choice of hat pin lots. All right. These are all antique hat pins. All right, so you're going to get lots of 3. All right, so I'm going to show you each lot, and it's 36 per lot to start at choice. Okay, the first lot I'm going to start with, and this one I'm going to call the black lot. All right, so there's 3 hat pins per lot. Okay, and I did get these all from the same person, so we'll see if we can get things to focus. I don't know. These are going to be a little challenging to show, I feel like. But here's the first lot, and this one I'm calling the black lot. And these are all very large. They're all different sizes, and I will tell you the sizes in a moment. But this one has 2 decorative rhinestone ones and then a black faceted glass. Okay, so let me find my notes. All right, so the largest one is the biggest rhinestone one. So this one here has kind of like a star pattern of rhinestones, and then it has this deep, and I believe that these are brass settings. So this is the largest pin in the lot, and this one is 10.5 inches. And then the next one, largest, is another rhinestone. Okay, kind of like a square rhinestone. So there's no missing rhinestones or anything in these. And this one does have kind of like a decorative, if you will, like punched metal for the setting underneath. This one measures 9.5. Okay. And then the last one is the black glass faceted one. And this one is 9 inches. Okay. So that's lot number 1. And I had fun pairing these together. I couldn't decide which ones to get, so that's why I ended up getting 6. And the second lot I'm calling the purples. Okay, this one is gorgeous. These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Amethyst. Okay, so there's 3 here. So 2 are amethyst faceted, and then one is kind of like a light peachy pink here, the smallest one. Okay, so this is the purple one. The largest one of this bunch is the large purple faceted or amethyst faceted glass. It does have kind of a scroll work brass setting and open on the end of it. All right, and a huge large glass amethyst purple. This one is 10.25 inches long. All right, then the next one is going to be actually the peachy pink one. So it's showing a little bit more white on camera, but it's kind of like a peachy pink.
Oh, you can see it there.
A blush color, faceted. That one has like just a plain metal setting in it. That one is 8.75 inches long. And then the last one is a stunner as well. Faceted amethyst with white rhinestones going around it. And this one also has kind of a decorative setting here on the bottom. This one is 7.75 inches long. Oh my goodness. Let me get caught up on the chat. I'm so sorry. All right. Renee, Robin, and Glowy. Okay. So Glowy Girl right now has the high bid. All right. So choice of the lot of hat pins, and some of them are not completely straight. FYI, they have a little bit of bending to the stem of the pin, FYI, but none of them are really super wonky. Okay, so we have the purples, the amethyst purple lot, or the black and rhinestone lot. And I think they all look really nice together. Did put, when I found these, I posted like a bouquet. It looked like a bouquet of flowers, but hat pins on Instagram. So, all right, let's count it down. Looking for 39 or more on choice of antique hat pins. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I assure you they're much prettier in person than what they're showing on screen. I just couldn't resist. I've never ever purchased hat pins before, but they were all gorgeous, and I couldn't leave them behind. So they're a little difficult to show. I would rather show these than like a quilt, I guess. These are a little bit easier to show. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, down there at the end, it looks like Renee had a just in case of 60, but Robin had a just in case of 65. So Robin, let me know. You can say purple for the purple lot or black for the black and rhinestone lot. So we'll claim by color.
God, those purple ones, Amy,
I love those amethyst ones. This one here is ginormous.
They're pricey. They're pricey. She's taking the purple.
All right, Robin's in for the amethyst. You got it. And Renee, you get backup. Let me know if you would like the black and rhinestone lot. Here, it's kind of like, this one is huge here on the top as well. I'm trying to not stab myself.
Renee said yes.
All right, congratulations. Thank you so much.
We're going to completely switch gears from mushrooms to hat pins to Kokeshi dolls. So $24 choice, Amy. These are the last two that I have. I had 4 large ones. I had 2 that I'm taking to the booth, but these will be the last 2 that are coming to a live. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I don't know a lot about Kokeshi dolls. I wish I would have had time to educate myself more on them, but I do know that the 2 I'm offering, hey, John, good to see you, sir,
hey,
that
John.
Both of these are prior to the 1980s. I do know that you have to translate what is written on the bottom to either find an artist or know specifics. The short of it is at $24 choice, these are large Kokeshi dolls, and that's a really good price. So if somebody knows more than me at 24, you could probably double or triple your money and resell them, or just get them at 24 and enjoy them. They pair with a lot of different decors, and I don't find these large ones that often. So the first one we're going to call red because of the paint tone. This one is 13 inches tall. So it's a little shorter than the ones I offered the other night. 13 inches tall. There are no cracks. There are no splitting. There is no major issues to them whatsoever. So there you can see how it sits on the spool. You can see that there's very defined signatures there on the bottom. I believe I'm holding it upside down. There's defined signatures there on the bottom. Again, when it comes to the Kokeshi dolls, that's where you find out how much they're worth is by what you translate that into. I don't know. I have not had a chance to research that. But I do know at $24, that's a fraction of normally what these sizes go for. Hello, Sandy. It's good to see you, Sandy. Hope you're doing well. So this is going to be your first one. You can see that it's in very, very good condition. And this one is the base of like some blonde wood. The head is permanently affixed to it. Sometimes these have a little dowel rod and then the heads do come off. This one does not. So that'll be your first choice at $24. Your other one at $24 is a darker, almost like a walnut or teak style wood in very, very good condition. Let me get in here so you can see the great details on it. This one is signed as well. Again, that's what it comes down to is the signatures. And I do believe that both of these are prior to the 1980s. Truth be told, the collection that I had bought, I believe they're actually 60s or 70s. So I do know that some of the Kokeshi dolls from that era can be worth, some of the most valuable ones. So this one is only 12 inches tall. So this one's coming in at 12 inches tall. Again, these look great in with your mid-century. They look great with other collectibles, and I just think they're really fun. And at $24, you could start a fun collection. There you can see there's the base. This one is really, really, really glazed, or should I say really, really polished. It has a really good polish to it. Not a glaze, but it has a good polish, and it's just really unique, especially when you put them together. So again, this one is coming in at 13 inches tall, $24 choice. This one is coming in at 12 inches tall, and there's how they look together. I think they kind of make a pretty good couple, if you ask me. Amy, do you agree? I don't see these large ones that often.
I don't know, not that giant size. Usually the ones if I see them, they're like that big.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, again, this is out of my wheelhouse. I didn't know if we had the viewers for it. We did for the other large ones, but we'll put them to the side. I'll bring them back. They were $24 choice, and we'll keep it on moving on to our other stuff.
All right. Okay. I know somebody asked me if I did the kitty yet. I have not, but it is coming right now. All right. I'm going to do my little rubber face cat. Meow meow. This is made by Gund. It does have the Gund tag. Gunderful Creations, and it is called the Regal Kitty. Meow meow, Regal Kitty. So so this has had a spa day and a complete refurb courtesy of Mama Pam and myself. So it does have the Betty by eyes. So it does open and close the eyes. I love how bright green they made the eyes on this one. So she is a rubber face. The paint on it is really nice. The eyes still have the eyelashes. These a lot of times can fall out or they can melt and kind of warp. And the eyes are not cloudy. They're really nice and clear. And there is kind of like pink velvet in the ears, and she is gray. So gray stripey. And this was very dirty when I got it. It has had a spa day and completely restuffed and everything. So it's no weird smells or anything like that because it has had a bath. And Mama Pam has restuffed it. So it does have polyfill in it now instead of that weird hamster bedding kind of stuff that was in here. Actually, it barely had any stuffing in it when I got it. And it is a nice large one. Perry, I see you. Thank you so much. And a measurement of it, it is a larger one. So 12 inches long. All right, 12 inches long. And then there is a little tail back here, 12 inches long, and then 12 inches wide back here at the back legs. Okay. And then about 5 inches in width. Okay. Or 5 inches in height. I'm sorry. So it will kind of sit with its eyes closed until you tilt it back. And that's how you get the little eyes open. And for the most part, as long as you don't move it, they will stay open for you. But because it's had a spa day and really, it is really nice and soft. And it's not really molting fur. There's no holes or anything like that. Mama Pam does a great job at restoring the plushies. She really enjoys actually doing that. And I have added the little ribbon here. I'm not sure if it came originally with ribbon. Most of the Gun plush did come with ribbons. If it did, it didn't have it when I got it. So I have added this little coordinating satin ribbon on it. It's easily can come off. It's not on there permanently. Okay. So I see Aaron just popped in there with a 46. All right. So we're looking for 47 or more, and you can make him wink. You can make him do whatever you want. All right. Let's count Kitty down. Brenda's in at 50. So we're looking for 51 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Bid end.
He's so happy.
He is. I love this. They did dogs in this style too. As far as I know, there's a couple other color variations of cats and dogs too. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, right there at the end. Aaron, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
$30, Amy. If you guys love, I don't know, the bathing beauties, if you guys love beach things, nautical, mermaids, if you love things from the 1930s, I think these bookends are for you. They're in overall really, really good condition. There is one or two little imperfections. These are made of porcelain. They're actually weighted bookends, and they're made in Germany. Okay. And the company is Erfila is the name of the company. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. They are stamped. These are not only little figurines, but they are weighted bookends. Okay. And they both have remnants of their foil tags right there. Okay. So let's get into any imperfections, and then I'll show you some other things. I don't know if this was in manufacturing. I don't believe it because they're German. You can see there's a little wear right here, okay? But somebody must have touched them up and they look perfect. That's okay there, and it looks like there's another little imperfection on the tip of the umbrella over here, okay? Other than that, she has no condition issues. So she's straight out of the 1930s. She has her little beach cap on there. She has very typical German, very that region colors, the oranges, it just fits that 1930s feel. And you can see where they actually put extra porcelain or extra ceramic in there, so they're weighted. So they will hold up books nicely. Each one of these measures 6 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. So here you can see she has her little bathing suit top on. She has her fun little culottes. She's wearing her culottes. She's got her fun little yellow shoes on, and she's in good condition, except I don't know if they touched that up there. Usually when it comes to German, they would not have left that out of the factory. So you have that issue there, and you have this issue right here, okay? So, and they are marked on the bottom as well, the name of the company and Germany on the bottom, and they are pre-World War II. So you'll get her. A lot of times you find these separate. You don't find them together. So you'll get her, and then you're going to get this fun boy wearing his little sailor suit playing his accordion. Again, I showed you he has remnants of his original foil tag right there. The only condition issues, there's like a little glaze pop here to the tip of his ear. You can see there's a little dark spot right there. And then the tiny little tip of his blonde hair right here has another little dark spot. So maybe those were rubs or nips, and just over the years, they kind of darkened after, a while. So all the other paint is in super good condition. These faces are so adorable, so very deco, very 1930s, that sort of look. I would put these personally in an Atlantic City style display. Maybe you guys want to do like a mermaid, like the Bathing Beauties display. You could even put some fun, like different travel books in between them, all sorts of different things. So he also has the marking on the bottom as well, and you'll feel them when you get them. They are heavy. They're weighted. So, and he also measures 6 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide, okay? This company didn't make a lot of the figural pieces, and if they did, they weren't these style figural pieces. They made a couple different bookend sets, but they also made a lot of porcelain vases, and they also made a lot of the more those long, lanky 1930s style figurines. Not a lot of these fun, kitschy style ones. So thank you all for the bids. I saw you, Dennis. I saw you, Robin, and I saw you, Phil. Phil is in at 36. Again, these are from the 1930s. They're in very good condition. They are made in Germany. And the way I'm pronouncing the name is Erfila. Hopefully I said that right. Oh, God, Lisa, they do. And they do. They just look like they feel like they were sitting on the beach in Atlantic City in like 1932. I just get that kind of vibe. So other than the imperfections I showed you, they're in really, really good condition. So let's go ahead and do a countdown, looking for 37 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, there's a rub right there on his accordion too. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 37 or more. They do have their original tags, part of it. And look at her cute face. I mean, these are just going to look so good in your summer beach, mermaid bathroom, down the shore. Just, they're so, I love them. I love them. They were hard to part with, truth be told. So, Dennis, thank you for the just in case. Phil had a just in case, but Robin had the highest. So, Robin, for $59, they're coming to you. Thank you guys so much.
Those are very cool. I've never seen those before.
So
yeah,
cool.
And Karen is right. It's the same manufacturer. She collects the white. They're usually white, plain white, like the ribbon dancer, like flower frogs and figural pieces. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And Karen, I saw one of those over the weekend at an antique store, and they wanted $125.
Oh my!
I was like, oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I have a very kitschy kitty for my next round. And I also have never found one of these out in the wild before, ever. I knew these existed. I know a couple people on Instagram that have one of these, but I've never found one out in the wild before. And this is made by Iris. It does have the foil sticker here on the bottom, IRICE, and it has its original hang tag also here on the front. It says, Iris gathers precious, fragrant flowers from faraway lands to enhance your lingerie. Ooh. So it does have a little sachet tied here on the back, and this is how it would have come. They did make dogs in the same kind of style as well, FYI. And this has everything that it's supposed to have. All right. She is in good condition. There's a little schmutz on here on the side. I have to get that off. But there was, when I found her, a teeny tiny little flea bite on the brim of her hat. I did go ahead and paint touch up and seal that, so it's not gleaming white there on the very front. But otherwise, she didn't have any other chips or anything. Okay, she was really nice condition when I found her. She's got little kind of metal ball earrings and a little necklace, and the ribbon here in the front is what ties the sachet on in the backside. She's got a really fancy dancy hat going on, and she is pink. So she's got it all going on. I love this. If I had room to collect these kind of things, this is my jam. I absolutely love this cat, everything about it. Now she's a big girl. All right, she's tall. She's 11 3/4 inches tall and about 3 1/4 inches at the widest part of her legs. Okay. And the dog ones that I've seen are a scotch tall, smaller than this. They come like maybe about here, the dog ones that I have seen. And there's some shorter cat ones also. But this is the largest, I believe, that they produce of these like little sachet things. So meant to make your boudoir smell nice and lovely with Moroccan flowers. From Morocco, rosebuds, from Belgium, blue malva, and from Côte d'Azur, lavender.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Fancy. It doesn't really have, it kind of has a faint, like perfumey smell, but not really. Most of the smell is like long gone out of there. All right. Okay. So Ashley, right now, the Sherman Williams of Kitsch Touch Up, actually. Thank you. I would take that as a high compliment, Jennifer. I appreciate that. So yeah, it's tiny little flea bite, like right in there. And then I did seal it as well, so it blends in with the glaze, but it's kind of like on the brim of the hat. All right, let's count it down. Ashley's in at 45. We're looking for 46 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow, bid end. And I will get that schmutz off. I just ran out of time. I will make sure and get that off of there for you before I pack her up. All right. There is a just in case from Ashley, a just in case from Robin. And there's the bid end from Karen. Ashley, unfortunately, your other just in case did come in after the bid end. I see it both ways on both devices there. So, Robin, it is yours for 61. Meow, meow. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $26. And this is one of a kind, and I don't find them that often. I did acquire, while we were off, some books from the late 1800s, some autograph books. And this will be the first one that I'm going to offer. So $26. There are some condition issues to this, but this is one of a kind. So on the inside, first, I will explain the outside. There is issues here to the spine, but it is a very, very unique, one of a kind book. All but like 3 pages do have script in it, writings in it. It starts in around December of 1883 and goes through 1885. And then it was gifted to a girl by the name of Lizzie, Lizzie. And I do believe that they are friends, family members, and they've all written. I don't want to say they're religious because they're not very seated in religion. They are seated in uplifting verses to her. Some might hinge a little bit on religion, but it's not one of those like late 1800s, like very religious ones. It's just all very uplifting. So I will show you the inside, but let's show you the outside here first. It measures, and this will probably be the longest that I last on something tonight, but I do want to read a few of them to you. And please be gracious with me when I try to read some of the penmanship. It's not the easiest because it is in very hard cursive. So I will do my best to read it as fluidly as possible for you. So 7.5 by 6. This is a book gifted to Lizzie, and I think it was her cousin. And I almost feel like her cousin, who was from out of Pennsylvania. This is all from Lancaster County, most of the folks that have signed this. So this is very old America here. The cousins from out of state. So I kind of feel like somewhere they made sure this book traveled to a lot of people to get it signed for her. So here on the front, you can see a lot of Victorian era things. It is embossed. You can see, look how thick and raised those leaves are, all that gold gilding on the front. We have all these fun bees here on the front, very good luck style things of the Victorian era. Here you also have this fun fan coming out. The spine has been replaced. Somebody has put tape on it. Okay, so someone has put tape on it. There's even embossing here on the back. So let me open this up here. Here is the autograph front cover page. So that's where it says autograph. Then you get in here to the first page, and I don't want to rip anything. This is where it starts. This was a Christmas of 1883. This is your sincere cousin, and it's Emma, but I can't make out her last name. So Emma, I believe, gifted this or started this for her Christmas of 1883. Okay. So then as we get into some of these first pages, this says here, and this would have been May 22nd of 1884. Look at that script in there. All the pages are full except for 2 or 3. Some of the pages, some of the ink has faded. So you're going to have to take your time, maybe get yourself, a light to really get in to read it. But all of them are uplifting. And this one is Sister Lizzie, a beautiful land by faith we see, a land of rest from sorrow free, the home of the renowned, I think it's resounded. I do believe it's resounded. Bright and fair and beautiful angels too are there. And this one was from John Becker, and this was out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So that was from her cousin. It looks like, I believe it would have been her brother. So it would have been her brother, John Becker. So that's just one of them. And then you can see there's another page. So these just aren't plain just autographs. These are actual little poems that they wrote to her. And you can see that throughout. There's even, so that George Boyer, he just autographed it. He autographed it December 22nd of 1883. And again, most of these are to Lizzie. And I will keep a lot of them. You'll have a good handful. You're going to have probably maybe 50 different passages here to read. So this one came from her friend, Milton B. Landis, which is, if you guys you're not from my area, but some of these names like Landis, they were very wealthy last names. So Landis Seed Company was out of Lancaster. So this could come from a very prominent family here in Lancaster. So it says, to Aunt Lizzie, may your life be long and happy, your cares and sorrows few, the many friends around you be faithful, kind to you. In memories, this is where some of the script gets hard. In memories, leaves, may I share. So in memories, leaves, I can't make out what that is in front of may. I don't know if that was, so in memories, leaves, may I share. That doesn't mean good grammar to me, but it could mean leaves 6, may I share. I don't know. I'm sorry. One lovely vacant spot of all the names recorded here, may mine not be forgotten. And it's from her dear friend, Milton Landis of Laycock, which is actually close to me. So again, some of this one here goes to Lizzie. This one is Lizzie of 1884. Truth be told, guys, there's only like 4 or 5 pages that are blank. It seems like they left them blank to be different chapters as you see if any. Do you think that's an and sign, Jennifer? I couldn't make it out. It could be KP. Again, forgive me. I'm trying my best to read the penmanship. May our lives smoothly glide, and may our anchor side by side in heaven, your friend and side in faith, Barbara. I think it's Hardly or Hershey. If it's Hershey, then we're really talking some people here. Hershey is
it's a good name.
My area. and that is dated June of 1884. So again, these are all in that gorgeous Victorian script. This is antique. The only condition issue is the spine. Again, if you're going to have an empty page, it's only because they have used it to kind of break the book up into another chapter. So I will find one more. Let me read the one that I really wanted to read here. I think it was the last one. So last one on the back page. It seems like the front and the back must have been where the family started in like the December 22nd of 1883. Now, remember, guys, this is like roughly 20 years after the Civil War. 20 years after the Civil War, Christmas time, they're writing and starting this autograph book for Lizzie. So it says, "We know not what the future holds for us to be or bear, but we can safely trust it all to God's most loving care. Your sincere cousin, Emma Boyer." Emma Boyer. Emma, you got another Emma in the house. So that's just a taste of, that's actually just maybe 1% of what's in here. So you can see that the pages did have some gilding on it that has worn away, and somebody really, really loved this book. So if you do a little bit more on maybe the history of it, you might find that this is something really special. So Dana, I see you're 28. Thank you so much. Please note that somebody did put tape. I think the whole spine had fallen apart. There is some wear to it. We have a ton of like Victorian era. And this is all heading into like that gilded era of the Victorian times, you know. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 29 or more. And the new owner can enjoy all of the surprises that this autograph book has. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, KP. I thought this was a really special one. We actually waited at the auction to make sure we could get this.
I love the cover on that.
I really feel like our friends that come to these sales, somebody needs this and is really going to appreciate this. It doesn't need to be in some cold antique mall until someone stumbles upon it. So there's the bid end, Karen G. Thank you so much. Dusty, you had a just in case of 40, but with Robin's just in case, Robin, it's coming to you for $41. Thank you so much, Robin. And I'm sure you'll enjoy reading it. Thank you guys so much.
I had a smaller one last year, like the
Right.
the normal size, like signature books that had that same cover with the leaves and stuff on it.
You did.
So I've never seen a bigger one like that. That was very cool.
It's neat.
Okay. I have a brooch for my next round. I have 2 pieces of jewelry tonight, and this is the first one. And since we got a cat theme going on tonight, I'm bringing this one. Now, if my camera's gonna not cooperate, it seems like it's doing an okay job at the moment, but I will pop the photos up as well. Now, the vendor that sold this to me said that it was sterling, and I have my suspicions because we can see a little bit of wear on the nose with the base metal peeking through. So I don't believe it's sterling. I think it's silver plate, but it's still an antique brooch. I think it's very cool, highly detailed, molded cat head. And it does have a very simple C-clasp on the back, and you can see that the pin back extends past the cat's head, which also tells me it's a little bit older. Now, I know that there's some reproductions of this cat floating around, but they have totally different settings, and this is super thin. I know it's probably not coming across how thin metal this is, but it's very highly detailed, and I absolutely love this. So what I can tell you, it measures 1 by 1, and I do believe the base metal on this is probably brass underneath the silver plate. All right. And so it's 1 by 1. Okay. So it's not super large. All right. I see Glowy. Thank you so much. I will pop my photos up here just so maybe, I don't know if this is doing any kind of a better job than what my camera was doing. But you can see like it's like even in person, the fur detail on this is incredible. Right up close looking at it. Even my photo doesn't do it quite justice, but you can really see the wear on the nose, which I believe is not sterling silver. So there's the back, and then you can see the relief in there, how highly detailed the fur is. Teeny tiny little fur marks in there. And the clasp is good condition as well. just that simple C clasp. So everything's good on it, just a little bit of wear to the silver plate. And there's another little area kind of up on that in front of the ear there where there's a little bit of wear to it as well. But that's why I think it's silver plate and not sterling silver. It also doesn't have any markings like 925 or sterling or anything on it anywhere either. So that is my best education I can give you on the cat head. I just thought it was darn cool. I just don't see figural stuff like that. I don't. So I see Miss Glowy's in at 18 and Sandy just popped in there with a 20. Sandy was actually looking in this jewelry booth with me at Collectors Carnival. We were all looking at brooches together. So thank you, Sandy. All right, so we're going to count it down. We're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Don't get us at a table of brooches. We'll be there forever. I save that booth for last because I'm usually there like a half hour. She always has great brooches. Always great stuff. All right. Chloe, I see you're just in case. Thank you so much. And there's Karen's bid end. All right. Glowy's just in case over Sandy's 20. Carol, it's coming to you for 21. Thank you so much.
So good. $30, Amy, $30. And I'm excited. Very few times do I find anything that's marked at Walt Disney Enterprises. I have a 1930s tin toy made in the U.S. It is a little spinning top. It's in very, very good condition. So if you are into tin toys or American tin things or Disney, this is for you. It does work. So the little arm does swivel all the way up. So it will spin. The paint is in remarkable condition here on the handle. Here you can see where it says Walt Disney. Hold on here. It's actually made in New Jersey as well. It's made in the U.S. and it says Walt Disney Enterprises. I didn't really do a ton of cleaning to this. The patina on it, I kind of like.
I like that. Yeah.
Love this patina. And it is made in a town. I have it written down here because I was afraid my camera wouldn't focus. It is, I didn't write it down. Doggone it. It was New Jersey. It is Hatchinstown, New Jersey. And I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Fritz Bruschel. It's Buschel. It's definitely a German style name. Yeah, that's how I was going to say it too. Maybe it's even French.
I keep on saying Bobby Boucher, and that's
that's
the water boy.
That's the modified. That's the modified H2O. That's the modified H2O. So, but all that aside, it is marked USA. You can see the graphics on it are litho style graphics. We have the old school Disney Donald Duck here. We actually have Baby Minnie, which we don't see Baby Minnie. I don't even know if Baby Minnie was a big character. Here we have Minnie, and you're right, Amy. You nailed it. You're right. She always has the polka dots on her dress, so you're exactly right. She's playing her harp there. Then you have one that was very short-lived. You have this horse collar. So I do remember him from some early black and whites of Disney. And then you have Mickey there playing the saxophone. So in overall good condition, there's what the base looks like. The worst thing about these tops is if they get dropped, they do get dented. This one does not have any dents whatsoever. And this one is fresh, authentic 1930s. It's best. And what I love about a top is that you can just sit that sideways in your display and it looks fantastic. So measurements on it are about 6.5 inches tall this way and about 6.5 inches wide. I'll spin it around one more time for you. Thank you for all the bids. Timmy, I see you. Lisa, I see you. Kathy, I see you. Timmy's the first one in at 35, so we're looking for 36 or more. We'll just quickly show them to you again without glare. So there's Minnie. A little bit of patina to it. Here is our buddy Horace there. So there's Horace, and he's playing his flute. Then you have Mickey here playing the saxophone. Probably the worst wear, and with a light cleaning, you might be able to lift it, but I kind of left it. It was right there. And that's not even like pitted deep. You know, you could probably buff that off a little bit if you want to. We got Donald. He's an angry Donald. Definitely a different style of Donald. And again, another character I don't know much about, nor do I see much, is little baby Minnie. Thank you, Minx. I was so excited when we got this. I think this is really, really neat. It crosses over from Tin Toys to Disney Toys to just the fact that if you love things that say, and I'm spinning it and making myself dizzy here, if you really are looking for the old school Walt Disney Enterprise pieces, you have it right there. So let's go ahead and do a countdown, just like patina, no dents. It does work. This does fully come out. And then you can go ahead. It has the little spiral on it, and then it will spin out for you. So, hey, Nicole, good to see you. So Timmy's in at 38, looking for 39 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, sorry, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I get that post cough tickle right there. And I thought I could do the countdown without coughing. So I'm sorry, guys. I see you, Kathy, for 40. Timmy's in there with a just in case of 46. Kathy's back with a just in case of 50. And there's our bid end. So it looks like Kathy, it's coming to you for $47. Thank you so much. This one's really special to me. Thank you guys so much.
That's very cool. I love that really old Disney Tin Lizzo stuff.
Just that look. Just that look.
I just don't see that stuff. Not that old stuff anyway.
I don't either.
There's little dishes, like the little toy dishes like that that match that too.
Yep. The tin. Oh my God, yes.
Okay, we're gonna go away from Kitty Town for a minute. And Nikki, yes, I did show the kitty card at the beginning of the sale, but it didn't sell, so it will come back at the recap. I didn't know if you saw my comment. Okay, so this is a non-animal item. Okay. And truth be told, I picked these up purely because I loved the quilting and the fabrics in it. I don't really know the specific intention of what these are supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be like little table coverings. So I have 2 of them. All right. And they smell like freshly laundered. I did not wash these, but they don't have any like weird smells. But they're all hand stitched. Okay, so the edging is bright orange, okay, for the edging here. And it's hand stitched on there. And then we have really lovely vintage feed sack prints that are also all hand stitched on here. All right, and I have 2 of them, and they're pretty large. I wouldn't they're not stitched together or anything. Like, I found them together. Even the vendor wasn't quite sure, but I do think that maybe they're supposed to be like little side table covers, where you could drape them over and have them hang over a little bit. But I loved the fabrics in them. They both measure 23 by 20 and a half. All right, so not big enough for a quilt or anything like that. Or you could drape it over the back of a chair. So that's the first one here. This is the first one, and all the fabrics in this one. This one I'm going to call green, because this top one is green here, on how we'll tell them apart. All right. And so that's the first one. And the second one, yes, you could totally sew these together and make like a giant pillow. This one I'm calling pink, because the top one has like a little pink spot.
Could these also be considered samples? Wouldn't they have done this before they did a big
sampler?
quilt?
Like I'm not sure.
Samples?
Maybe. I've never seen anything like this. Mama Pam actually hasn't. I mean, she's like the linen person, and she's never seen anything quite like this either. So I'm not really sure. But I just couldn't leave them behind. I thought they were different. But yeah, they totally could be sewn into a giant pillow. I just really liked them both. So that one I'm going to call pink, because the top one here is pink right here. And the other one was green, but I'm not seeing any interest in that. And that's okay. We'll get Jason started.
I'm with you guys. Turn those into nice big bed pillows on top of those vintage quilts, man. That would look really good.
Yep.
$15, Amy, $15. And I'm going to sell this to you with what came in it. So I believe the hankies on the inside are original to it. So for $15, I have this antique Pyography Tramp Art Gibson Girl hanky box. It's a very well-defined one. It's in really, really good vintage condition, and really a well-defined profile there of a Gibson girl. So again, it will come with what's on the inside. It has an old school latch on it, which is very typical of the period. You can see where they put on this great like scroll work or bunting style work on the sides. Here it is over here. You know, sometimes they would then personalize them to whomever. So there's the other side. And then here's what the back looks like. And those are your very typical original style hinges. Thank you so much, KP. I got you for 15. So before I give you the measurements, let's show you what's on the inside. This is the way it came. So somebody had stored a few hankies in there and a few, like a little hot pad or doily. So this is what was on the inside. So this is what it's going to come with. So you're going to get this fun. I guess this is a hot pad. Crocheted style hot pad, very clean. Oh, and this is cedar wood, by the way. You can definitely smell that it's cedar, and it does still have that good cedar smell. So that's going to come with it. And then you're going to get these two hankies that are in very good, I think they're in super good condition. I really didn't even look to see if they have any stains or anything. So it has those flower prints on there. There's what the back looks like. And this was the way it was. This is what was stored inside. So whatever lovely lady had this hanky box, these were the hankies that she had on the inside. So you're going to get both of them. So again, I do believe this is probably from the early 1900s, maybe 1920s. It measures roughly about 6 inches wide. So it's about six inches wide. It measures about 5.5 inches tall. And then from the side, it's roughly 2.5 inches. So, and again, this little latch does work. You just got to hold the top in a little bit to pop it in there. So a really fun box. Look at the great details with her hair profile there on the side. I don't see them a lot with this style profile. Mm-mm. And a lot of times you see it with a lot of other things in the background. I just really love the way her hair is up, and she is your very quintessential, I haven't used that in a while, your quintessential Gibson. She has all the looks of a Gibson girl. And again, there are your sides, pyrography where they burned this in. Again, it has great patina to it, great wear to it. Thank you guys for the bids. I see you, Robin. Oh, the hanky got stuck in the side there. So I see you, KP, back in at 17. And again, it's going to come with the hankies and the little hot pad. So excuse me, my throat is dry now. Let's do a countdown on it, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So we're looking for 18 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Renee's in at 20. Looking for 21 or more. You get 2 hankies and a hot pad. No smells to those. They will smell like cedar because it is cedar wood in this fun hanky pyrography box. So let me get a drink of water.
Yes, we haven't heard quintessential in quite a while.
Oh, I know. She is your quintessential Gibson girl right there.
It really is.
Like if you looked it up in the dictionary or you Googled it, that's what you'd get. So thank you, Karen, for the bid end with Renee's 20. Robin, it's coming to you for $21. Thank you, ladies. Congratulations.
Okay. All right. We got cats for the next round.
Meow, meow.
And this is for the entire set. I'm not breaking them up because I found them together, and they are not easy to come by for this set.
Global.
Okay.
Okay, global.
So these are, they all have little names, and I'll show them all to you. These are made by Robert Simmons. So it's California pottery. All right. Yes. I don't get to say Robert Simmons pottery very often. I've been lucky enough to find a couple pieces over the years. But this is a cat family. They did do dogs in different colors and cats as well. But these are kind of like a rusty brown color with black little stripes going on and blue eyes. And these are fully glazed, so you don't have to worry about cold paint loss. And Robert Simmons, for whatever reason, didn't do a very good job about marking their pieces. A lot of times they didn't have any kind of markings. They just kind of have a style is the best. The flamingos, he's most famous for flamingos. He did make deer. He did do some Disney pieces as well, but all California pottery. And these guys all have names. All right, so I'm going to show you each one. None of them have any chips or repairs. They just have crazing. Okay, so these are early 1950s pottery, late 1940s is when these would have been produced. So the first one here, licking the paw here in the front, and this one is Tootsie. So little foil stickers there, and then they have kind of like a number underneath. So this is Tootsie, number 1. And then the second one, this one's got the paw out. This one's called Putsy. I believe there's a book. I think there's a book about these cats with the names like this, if I remember correctly. And then the last one is Wootsy. WT. So they all have kind of the same similar name, but they just have some crazing, but no identifying marking or anything underneath. The set of them, let's see. So Wootsy is 4.5 by 3. All right, I think I had them a certain way so they would fit on here. And this one's Putsy. Putsy is 3 3/4 inches tall. All right, and then Tootsie is 4 inches. Okay, there they all are. Meow meow, the whole kit and caboodle. All right, I see Dana is in at 24. So this is for the set of 3. It's not for choice, and I'm going to count them down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I'm sorry, Amy, with those stickers on my end, I thought they were Goebel stickers. And then once you said, I've only seen this potter once with those stickers.
Yeah, Robert Simmons, I don't know. Because it's California pottery, I don't think a lot of it made it this way. I don't see it very often. All right, there's the Meow Meow bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Dana, they are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $24, Amy, and you're going to get the set. It's a desk set. It's vintage, but it's probably vintage 60s, 70s with like an earlier take on it. So I think it was like their version of making an antique in the 60s, because this style of porcelain would have been used more in desks maybe around the turn of the century. So you're going to get both of these pieces. I cannot for the life of me, maybe someone in the chat can tell me what kind of flowers these are. Me and Tina have tried to research. You get everything from dogwood to lavender. They are purple. They're kind of burgundy pink with a little flare of purple flowers that adorn both of these porcelain pieces. Gosh darn, I can't figure it out. But this would be your letter or your paper style holder. Okay, so it is made of porcelain. There is no name on the bottom, so I do believe it's from the 1960s or the 1970s. And that's your first piece. Your second piece is going to be the desk set that if you guys maybe collect ink pens or things like that. Do you think, Jennifer? I don't know. It's just a very, very feminine style flower, which I do love. If only you knew someone I know. Who could it be? I don't know. So you're going to get both pieces. That's going to be your letter holder. And then you're also going to get the ink wells. So they even have their caps, and they even have the reservoirs in there as well. So I'll show you that in a moment. So for 22, we'll start out. You get both pieces. This will be your fun little letter holder. Great for a modern day desk. Maybe you have one of those secretary desks, or you have, an area where you do your bills and stuff. This would be great to hold letters, maybe that you're going to mail out. So you can see how I agree, Gavin. It's very fancy. It would look good in a Victorian style. It would look good in that fussy, like old world style kind of look, or even in a modern day decor. You could also use this for different makeups and stuff. But the purpose of this, I do believe, was to hold different letters and ephemera paper. So Robin, thank you. I see you for 24. This measures 7 by 4 by 2. So that, where is, I don't know, Karen, where is Garden Guy Bill? I don't know. Maybe he's lurking. So you're going to get that one. And then you're going to get, and I can't tilt it too forward, but I will once I take the lids off. It has all those side wells, which I'll show you in a minute. And those are the two little caps that go on top of where the ink would go. So if you have like an ink pen collection, you could sit it in there. Here are the two tops. Those are the tops to the ink wells. And the piece I'm going to show you measures 8.5 by 5 by 3. So these are usually missing. Those are the little bladders, or those are the little reservoirs to hold your ink. They are all made of porcelain as well. And then this is what your large dish looks like. So I did take that out. You know, they would be filled in with the cap. So, and then what you're supposed to do is all your different pens, all your different pen tips. If you used, you know, a ink pen, you know, one of those old school ink pens, you would lay it in there when you're not using it. And then you could put the tips here on the side. So, but with modern day purposes, you could just lay a ballpoint pen in there. You could use that to put your paper clips and other things in there too. So they are not marked. It probably may have had like a Japan style sticker on it one time. I do believe these are more mid-century, meaning made somewhere between the 60s and 70s, but it was supposed to have that, you know, Victorian style look even then, you know. So, but if it would have been true like Nippon or something like that, the porcelain would have been a lot thinner, and it is the same style sculpt of earlier porcelain pieces. So this is one of those ones that you can use, and if something happens to it, you don't have to worry about it at all. So again, that is going to be where you're going to put your pen nips on the side. Okay, yep, the nubs or the nips. Yep. So yeah, and yes, and I could see if you guys had like, you know, a fun like ink pen collection or something, you could just lay them in there and display them. So again, you're going to get that, and you're also going to get the little letter holder. They're set. They're coming together. I got you, Robin, at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. One more time, no chips or cracks, and it is made of a porcelain, but it's a thicker style porcelain, probably from the 60s or 70s. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Maybe you have a drafting table in your decor. Maybe you have one of those secretary desks right inside the door. This would just look good on there for aesthetic purposes. And then you could actually use it to put the mail that's coming in or going out, and display your pens too. So it's just fun. I don't find stuff like that. So there's the bid end. So Robin, it's coming to you for $24. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. I have my other brooch coming up tonight, and it is pink. I don't come across bright pink ones very often. It's a baby pink, and it's a sparkler. All right. It's not very large, but it's got a big impact, and it is pink. There we go. Now we can get it to focus. I wish it was showing the true color that it actually is. It's definitely a light baby pink in person, but it's showing more like lavender for some reason here in person. Let me find something pink to put it next to so you can really see the color here. All right. It is very true to this Joseph girl. She's coming my next round, actually. So it's very close in that baby pink. Matches pretty identical to her like in person, although it's showing really weird in camera. I don't know why it's doing that, but no missing rhinestones on it. It is very, very sparkly, and it has very nice puddling on the backside. Okay, and it does have, and bonus, it's got some bails on here. So at the top, it's got 2 loops, so you can wear it as a necklace if you didn't want to wear it as a brooch as well. But it is absolutely stunning. There you can see.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
oh, that's beautiful.
It's really pretty in person, and when you got it out in the sunshine, it's absolutely gorgeous. So all prong set, no missing stones in there. Really nice, high quality construction. It does have a safety clasp on the backside, plus those 2 bails at the top. So it's kind of a multi-purpose piece. No stamping, no manufacturer, no any kind of markings there on the backside, but it is it's a sparkler for sure. All right, Angela, I see at 16. Thank you so much. Karen just popped in there with an 18. So we are looking for 19 or more. I do want to give you a measurement real quick before we do that. It measures 2 inches wide and about 3/4 inches at the widest point there in the center. Okay, so it's not, ooh, there we go. That shows pretty good.
Oh,
Light
yeah.
pink, you can see it now.
Bling.
It would actually, it would make a really nice hair statement piece too. All right, let's count it down. We're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid on. I just pick, like, I have no rhyme or reason for picking out jewelry. I just pick out what I like. That's kind of how it goes. All right. Lynn Smith, you're a new name to me, but we don't do 50-cent bids here. It's got to be a whole dollar amount. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. All right. So since Karen had the high bid at 18 anyway, Karen, it's going to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. I have a piece of glass. It's going to start at $18, Amy, and I did not preview this. So I know that I've had a lot of folks tell me here of late that they do like glass that's made in Czechoslovakia. So this is a bud vase. Now, anyone that knows glass a little better than me, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do know this watermark on the bottom that it says that it is Czechoslovakia when it's broken in two like that. After 1945, if the stamp would say made in Czechoslovakia, anything that just says Czechoslovakia like that is prior to 1945. So I do believe this piece is probably from the Deco era of 1930s. So it is I think it is. It's a stunning piece of glass. So it is like this gorgeous, they call this cobalt, but as you can see, it's almost like a periwinkle, almost like a solar style blue. It is cased, and it is a nice, thick, polished top piece of glass. So it is a gorgeous bud vase. It has enamel paint on it, so it almost has like that Moriage style effect to it. So all of that is raised, and you can feel it. You know, you can feel it when you run your finger over it. There is 1 or 2 small inclusions in it. Again, that helps me date this to believe that this is from the 1930s. So it measures about 8 1/4 inches tall. It is marked, like I showed you, Czechoslovakia here on the bottom. You can see where it is cased. You can see where the clear and the blue, or maybe I don't want to go as far. It's not like a reversed painting. It is just like a cased glass. So here you can see it does have some of these gorgeous like rosebuds down there on the bottom. It has this great like script or sculpt or stylized paint effect here on the bottom. You can see very Czech style flowers are right there as well with the colors. There you can see that has like a purple style flower if it wants to focus. And again, I think this would look very good in your Victorian, your Art Deco style decor. And there's little to none of it missing. Again, it's just a very, very, very neat vase. I was able to find one in like a jadeite green style color, and I found another one in this blue color, and they kind of called this cobalt, although I don't believe this is a cobalt. You can see that it's more of a periwinkle, more of a different style blue than cobalt. So the flowers also repeat around the top, and I just think it would look nice if you had it with maybe a nice picture on a table and just mixed it in with maybe your 1930s or your Victorian style things. Like I said, it's about 8 1/4 inches tall, no chips or cracks. There's no issues around to the top here whatsoever. And it's just a fun antique, almost antique piece of Czech glass. There you can see where the clear and then the color is there on the inside. So one more time, again, I do believe in, folks can correct me if I'm wrong, if it says made in Czechoslovakia, that was after 1945. Anything prior to that, if it says, you know, Czechoslovakia broken up like that. And there is another maker's mark. I wasn't able to find out exactly where and when that center maker's mark came from. But usually when it's stamped like that, it is from the 1930s. So we'll set it to the side. We'll bring it back for the recap. But it was $18, some Czech glass. Back to you, Miss Amy.
All right. Okay, as promised, I'll do my little Joseph girl next. And the little pink girl that I showed just moments ago with my brooch here. But she is a little Joseph Originals, and camera doesn't want to focus anymore. That's cool. Come on. It was doing good, and now all of a sudden it doesn't want to. All right. So she is a belle. FYI, she is a little belle girl, and she's actually called a Southern belle. Come on, camera. Get with the program. We want to see your cute little face, girl. Yeah, it does not want to focus. Come on.
There it started to. There you go.
Nope, it's still blurry. Well, she's very highly detailed. I wanted you to see her cute little face, but I don't think that was a bid, Dana. I don't think so. That's why I didn't highlight it. I could be wrong, but it did not look like a bid to me.
No.
She was just saying that she was new. All right. Okay. Come on. Lord.
These cameras took a vacation on us, Amy. Mine's not even working.
Anyways, she doesn't have any chips. There's no damage to her. She has a nice ding-a-ling, so that's a good indication that there's nothing going on weird with the ceramic. She is light pink, so she is called a Southern Belle, B-E-L-L-E, and she has pops of gold on her, all right, and she has little kind of applied flowers in blue here on the dress and a couple white flowers. She is stamped Joseph Originals here on the inside. She's got her dinger donger. That's in good condition, and the Japan foil sticker there. Yeah, ding-a-ling. She does have a very nice ding-a-ling.
It's I have never seen this one before. What era is this from, Amy?
60s Joseph 60s. On this one.
Man, she is beautiful.
I think I want to say there's 6 different colors in this little Southern Belle series. I think there's 6 different ones. And then she's got like a little bow on the backside. Let's see. The measurement for her, she is 3.5 by 3. 3.5 by 3. So she's not super large, and she's a little smaller than like the month with the rhinestones, little Joseph girls. So I don't see any interest on her. That's okay. We will get Jason going.
All right. $18, Amy. And I got to go back to my roots with some kitsch. I had to make sure I had a nice quota of kitsch. So you're going to get the set of these. Okay. These are little porcelain plates. I believe they're from the 50s or the 60s. You can do with these what you want. But if you're having a poker night, these would make great coasters, or they would make awesome nut dishes. Sorry, Dusty, not nut cups, but nut dishes.
Nut dishes.
Okay? So I have a set of 7. I believe there would have been a set of 8. Okay, unless you only won 7 when you play poker. So $18, you're going to get the whole set that I have. Okay, and they have all these little kitschy animals. They have all these great little kitschy little card designs, you know, and each one has like a different card or different house like set on it. All right. And they measure about 4 inches in diameter. So they probably would have had probably Japan stickers on the bottom, but they are missing. So even if you aren't going to have a poker night and use these, but you might have a man cave, or you know someone that likes to play cards, these would be fun to give to them. So this is our fun little chick or rooster. I'm not too sure it's chick or rooster. And it says, this one says, I'll go the limit. So I'll go the limit. It's all kind of fun slang for like your poker night. So in really good condition, 4 inches in diameter, and you're going to get the full set. So they do have some numbers on the back. I do believe where that little bit of paper or glue is there, that probably would have been where the Japan label was. So 4 inches in diameter. Here's your first one that you're going to get. And this one says, I'll go the limit. Then you have the sad dog who's playing poker. I haven't got much. Just look at the sad little dog. I'd never seen these before, and I thought these would be really fun. Maybe you have yourself a game room. You could use these as little coasters in your game room. You could even get little plate holders and actually put them on the wall if you want to. So there is the sad little dog. And again, there's only 7. There could have been 8. Very seldom, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Robin. I believe this is a little possum. You don't often find things that have a little possum. I'm going. What do you think, Amy? What?
It kind of looks like Minnie Mouse to me, but
Oh
maybe
my God.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I'm just going with the
I
tail.
have no idea. The tail is really throwing me off.
I'm gonna go with my gut and say it's a possum.
Possum.
So,
It totally
I know, but that's the fun part about Kitsch. It could be a mystery animal, but I'm gonna pretend it's a possum, okay? And it says, "I think I'll raise a modest little girl." There, she's got 2 little bows, one in each little ear. Phil says it's a monkey. Do you think that's a monkey, Phil? All right.
I have no idea.
All right, someone's gonna be real funny and say it's a hippo. I don't know. I don't know.
Brenda.
So, I think Lynn, thank you. Lynn even thinks it's a possum. So here we look at the sly fox. Boy, does he look devilish there.
He's cool.
Whose bed is it? So we got Foxy Loxy hanging out there, a cool fox. So then this one's really, really neat. So here is the little owl, and he's an aggressive poker player. Like
He's
angry. I'll see you, he says. So again, then this one, Amy, this one I think I'm going to assume this might be your favorite because it's mine. Look at this guy. like, come on. If I'm going to play poker with this gang of animals, I think they're all kind of cool. So this little kitty cat says, I'll pass. And again, they are glazed over top. So you can put cups on there if you want to and use these as coasters. And then finally, Dusty, I think this one might be your favorite. The little rabbit. What's wild? So the little wild rabbit there.
I thought you were going to bring out a moose, and my mind was going to be blown.
Oh my God, no! If I would have found a moose, I probably would have had to contact people directly. So, again, you're going to get the set. They're porcelain, 50s, 60s, 4 inches in diameter. They're little nut dishes, or they are coasters, and you can just use them for whatever. You can actually use them to maybe put some of your game pieces in. So one more time, there's the rabbit. Here's the kitty cat. Okay, I think they're all fun. So then you have the owl right there, but he's an angry.
He looks like the owl from Bambi.
He kind of does, doesn't he? But some of these are.
I'm saying that could totally be bootleg Minnie.
You're right. Okay, all right. Well, there's the sly fox, and then we had. I don't know if a mouse had a tail like that. I still think it's a possum. I'm going with the possum with the way the nose is. Hey, Robin, if you're the winner, you can make it whatever you want. In my house right now, I'm going to pretend it's a possum. There's the sad dog. And then the one I started with, I think this is really cool because you don't often find like a hen or a rooster.
The chicken queen.
She is. Look at her jewels. So, and look at her hand. Look, she's like, what is she using? Are those her feet? Like, how is she able to contortion her feet up?
Well, it's not her wings. Yeah, she's got her feet up on the table.
She's hovering. She's hovering. How is she doing that? So, oh my God. So again, you're gonna get the full stack. I think they're kitschy. I think they're fun. I've personally never seen them before. Great for poker night, game night, whatever you want to do. Charlie, I got you at 19, so we're looking for 20 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on the porcelain kitschy poker dishes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. She is Limber Kim. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Minx. Definitely yoga. She's going to have to go see a doctor once she's done playing. That's all I can say. You're right. You're right, John. She is playing poker. I mean, but again, even with the fox, you don't see a lot of things with foxes on. You know, if you have friends coming over, you can give them each animal that you think they're going to like. Well, there's our bid end. So it looks like $20. It's going to you, Robin. I'm still voting possum. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Robin.
One of those vintage mysteries that we'll never solve.
This is true.
Okay. I have a choice round next. And it's going to start at 12. And I happen to have one of each, Ruthie Newton, based on Ruthie Newton Illustrated, Squeakies tonight. I have the dog and the cat. These did come in different variations as well, different colorways. And these will be coming my next round, FYI. So matchy. So you can see the resemblance there. So these are Sun Rubber and Ruthie Newton. They are both marked back here on the back of their head. Okay, hello, MJ. So this is the cat, all right, and they have the metal Squeakies. All right, squeaker alert. They both squeak just fine. This is the little stripy kitty with the red bow, and overall good condition on the cat. The cat is just a little bit bigger than the dog. The cat is 5x5. Okay, so that's choice number one. And the dog has a little bit of wear right back here on the back of the leg. FYI, just right back in here. But when he's like facing, you can't really see it. And then the little spotty dog, so cute. Also stamped here on the back of the head. The dog measures 4.5 by 4.5. All right, Deborah, hello, Deborah, is in at 14. So 4.5 by 4.5, and then 5 by 5 on the cat. Just a little bit. I think the ear has something to do with that. Oh, I didn't squeak the puppy dog. Also has the metal squeaker. Okay, so they both squeak. No holes in them, and they're not hardened. That's a plus as well. I've also run across, I don't run across as much as the Rempels in the hardened for the squeaks, but occasionally I do run into hardened Ruthie Newton as well. I just don't see these very often. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. Right now, Renee and Aaron. All right, Aaron popped in with a 21. All right, so this is her choice on either the dog or cat. Ruthie Newton squeaks. The dog just has a little bit of wear right back here on the kind of elbow. No, not elbow. I don't know. The back of the leg. We'll just say that. I'm not trying to do squeak anatomy tonight. Okay, Robin's in at 22 for choice. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. They're not super loud, so I can squeak these. Okay. Jennifer, I see you just in case. Thank you so much. Aaron also has a just in case. And Renee and MJ, all just in cases in there. I haven't seen Karen's bid end yet. And there it is. All right. So at the end there, looks like MJ had a 31, Jennifer had a 30, Renee had an 18, and Aaron had a 40. So Aaron at 32, let me know if you want cat or dog. Cat or dog. And second pick is going to go to MJ Bear, and then to Jennifer, and then to Renee. All right. Aaron's taking the doggo. You got it. Thank you so much. All right. So MJ, let me know if you want kitty friend. And if MJ passes, it will go to Jennifer and then Renee. And I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right. $18, Amy. $18. And this basically
18. I'm sorry.
18. Yep, 18. This basically becomes like a shelf sitter. I guess you could use it if you want to. I did not test it, but for $18, I have a antique Kodak box camera. It's a number 2 Brownie. It's in very, very good condition. Let me just hold it. Better than putting it on that. It's in very good condition. The shutter does work. The little winder for the film does work. The big selling point on this is the fact that it still has its original leather strap. A lot of times you find these, the original leather strap is gone, and you can see where it is the number 2 Brownie on it. So it is one of these fun boxed cameras. This box camera is probably from somewhere around 1918 to about 1920, give or take. That's about the best guess that I have. So you can hear the shutter does work. So it isn't rotted or rusted. So if you did want to try to use this, you could. Again, this just becomes a fun shelf sitter to just kind of add into your decor. So you can see there, if it wants to focus, it still has the original badge on it right there. And it says it is the Kodak company. It is the Eastman. So it does have the metal strap right there. If you open it up, you can see here on the inside, it still has all the fun details. Number 2 Brownie camera, the U.S. patent, and all that fun stuff. So, and then you can see the lens right there, and there's the inside of the camera. So these are just fun, especially heading into your fall decor. Maybe you're going to do yourself some kind of a creepy, and not like a creepy, but you're going to do like a dark little display. with maybe a camera, things like that. I just start to think of things like this is great to use in your fall display. So it does work if you do twist it. So that does twist and work. But other than that, this is untested. So again, this is an antique Brownie number 2 made by Kodak. It's from around 1918 to 1920. It would look good, if you stacked some books, maybe use that on top. Maybe someone that's a photographer and you want to gift them an antique camera. It would be fun. I wish my camera would focus a little better on that. I guess that's about the best we're going to get. It measures about 5 3/4 inches wide. It then measures about 3 1/4 inches 4 1/4 inches tall. And it measures about 5 3/4 inches there wide. So, and it has like that pleathery kind of texture to it. And it's really, really in good condition considering just minimal wear. Big selling point for me is Tina used to collect vintage cameras, and it was really hard to find one that had the original leather strap.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can tell this one is weathered and a little brittle. Then they would, have to replace it with something. But that is the original strap right there. And again, we will open it up, and it has the fun detail here on the inside. So I just figured a lot of our friends like the antique kind of Victorian feel things. This would look good in that display, I think, if that's what you were going to do. Usually the leather strap, you're right, Joe. They're usually the first thing to go. And I would say the new owner, you don't want to go yanking on that because it might just rip off those little rivets. So again, it is an antique box camera made by Kodak. It does say that on the inside. It also says it right here on the plate, but the plate does not want to focus for me. And it is a number 2. So, and again, the shutter does work. Everything, I do believe if you wanted to, you could put this back into, put it back to work. But a lot of us are just going to use this just like an old radio. Just pretty much put it on a shelf as some decor or as an aesthetic. So we'll sit it to the side. We'll keep moving. We still got some more rounds, guys. So I'll bring that back.
Okay. I have another choice round. Did already preview one of these things. But I do have a choice of Ruthie Newton books tonight, both featuring that cute little puppy dog on the front cover. Both fresh finds over the weekend. I do have a copy of Baby Animals myself that was gifted to me by someone in the chat, so thank you for that. So we'll start with Mother Goose, Ruthie Newton Mother Goose. This one has a publication of 1943, 9.5 by 13. A little bit of wear at the binding. That is pretty standard fare for these, but oh my gosh, I just can't. She's just one of my favorites illustrator wise, and these are both linen-like textured paper on both of them. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. We got even Bobby Shafto here hanging out with his parrot. There he is. All right, let me get caught up. All right, Angela's right now got the high bid at 13, and oh my gosh, I just love these. That would actually look cute with those kissing Napco shakers. And there's that little puppy dog hanging out back there. Robin, Philomena, I see you both. Thank you so much. I'll briefly just go through these. And there we go. To market. And Peter Pumpkin Eater's fallen asleep. And this one, Tom the Piper's son. There's that dog again. And we even get a bonus. Little girl with the little curl here on the back cover for that one. And then the Baby Animals. Oh my goodness. Love this one. Again, textured paper. I'm getting caught up here, you guys. Sorry so much. All right, right now, first 17 was in by MJ. Okay, so basket of puppies. We got bears and a cow. Oh my goodness, these just get cuter and cuter. Look at all the little piggies. Oh my God. Little piggies and the chickies fighting over a worm. So good, so cute. We got ducks and little lion cubs. So good. Little lammies. There's that puppy dog. Puppies for sale. Oh my gosh, I love that one. And we got ducks walking around. We got puppies being naughty, fighting over a doll. And I will get caught up on the chat. Nikki right now has got the high bid at 21. Got a couple more pages and then we'll count them down. All right, there's the kittens, and there's the naughty kittens playing in the sewing basket there. I like that one. We've got mice with cheese, of course, and bunny rabbits snacking. And then the back cover, I think this would be so cute for a fall little backdrop. Yeah. Little girl feeding the squirrels back there. All right, so Nikki's got the high bid for choice at 21. So you can either take Mother Goose or Baby Animals. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I forgot to say Baby Animals is from 1945. So 1943, 1945.
Those colors and graphics are timeless.
Quintessential Ruthie Newton.
True. It's true.
We used to use that vocabulary word quite a bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Back in the day. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so after the bid end, I see Nikki and Robin, your 45 and 43s both came in after the bid end. All right. Just in cases. Wow. Okay. Nikki and Robin had just in cases of 42, but Aaron had a straight bid of 43 right before Karen's bid end. So Aaron, let me know. You can say goose or baby, pink or blue. It's easiest to type in there. Aaron gets first choice. And then I got to figure out who gets second choice. All right. The second choice is going to go to Nikki because she had the first just in case of 42. All right. Aaron's going to take Baby Animals. She's going to take that one. You got it. All right. So Nikki, if you want Mother Goose, let me know. Second pick is going to go to Robin. And then after that, math. No, it's Philomena, I believe. All right, Nikki's passing, no worries. Robin, let me know, Robin, if you want that. If Robin passes, then it will go to Phil, and then it will go to Renee in that order. Okay, thank you so much. I'll get Jason going.
And
all right, Robin's passing, no worries.
So who's next, Amy?
Who's next? Philomena, and then Renee.
All right. So Phil, you're on deck if you're interested.
All right. Thank you.
$12, Amy. $12, Amy. And I've never found one of these before. Never have I ever. I actually found a fan tally card. So it's in very good condition. It has been used. Okay. So maybe that is not a selling point. I actually think it's fun that Mary used this, and it shows the game that they played, and you could probably erase that if you want to. But $12, and again, I believe this is from the 1920s. It's in very good condition, maybe even the 1930s, maybe more into the Art Nouveau. Look at these butterflies. Look at the detail on her hat and her face. There you can see, look how they sculpted the glove. Very very, very, pointed tips. And then you can even see the butterfly right there has landed on the flower. Okay. So it is in very good condition. You can see for its age, though, it does have a little bit of wear. It was made in the USA, and the company who printed it is the Henderson line of Cincinnati. And if you guys collect fans, maybe it doesn't even matter that it's a tally card. This would just be a fun fan in your decor. 7 inches long, about 4 inches across. And there you go. We'll just get in on that because I think that's the beautiful part right there. The fact that she has a bell-style cap on. You can see the lace there around the top. You can see all the stars and all the great myth, the magical design that they put into this, along with the very, very deco Art Nouveau style butterflies on there. And then here on the back, somebody did play the game Mary played. You can even see that that's older style penmanship on there, and it's really fun. It's in pencil. You could erase it if you want. You can see there is a little bit of discoloration to the back. The front is very crisp. The wood seems to be in super good condition. And again, it's just a fun little tally fan. So, ooh, mercy me, we're playing and it's hot down south. We need a little.
I declare, Jason.
Oh, I declare a little fan, and while we play our games. So thank you all for the bids. Wings is in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more, and let's go ahead and do a countdown. First time I found one: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I don't know, Renee. That is the question. Whatever the score was, they had 2,390. I'm going to pretend that they won. We're just going to say they won. I feel like they did. So Wings is in there with 16, then with a just in case. And again, on the pretty much antique at this point, tally card. They were even giving out at funerals too back then. Yeah, you're right, Joe. They were. All right, so there's the bid end. So Wings, congratulations. It's coming to you for $16. Personal favorite for me because it's the first one I found. Thank you.
I actually found a whole box of those last year at Springfield. I paid for them. I think it was the May show last year where it was pouring rain, or no, it wasn't the September. It was the May show that it poured rain.
Right.
And I bought a whole box of those tally card fans. So I paid for them and I left the bag in the vendor's tent.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God, Amy.
I paid for them and I never got it. Maybe they saved them for me. I'll know in September if they still have them or not.
That would be awesome.
I know exactly where I bought them from. But yeah, they never made it home. Sad to say. All right. Yeah, that happens. Well, it was pouring rain and it was paper, and I was just making sure they just didn't make it to the cart. I don't know how, but they didn't. All right, I'm going to bring my almost antique piece of ephemera tonight, and this is very cute. I have found something similar to this before, although I believe the last one that I had was like a little girl that had, and this is a little calendar piece, and this one is a puppy dog. It does have a little applied ribbon there to indicate the little dog's collar. And this will not stand on its own. All right. It does have a thicker cardboard kind of backer to it. It has this little 12 in the corner. I don't know what that's about, but there's no like signatures or anything on it. I don't believe that it was ever used, but it has a tiny, teeny, if I can get it to flip, little calendar in here from 1929. Oh, wow. Isn't that cool?
That's so good.
Yeah. They have shrubbery outside. So 1929. And I did look earlier. All the little calendar pages are still in there from 1929. Usually these would be up, I think probably an ink blotter or something like that was given out by a company, a promotional thing, although there's no stamping to indicate it was advertising anything necessarily. But usually you would just, tack this up or keep it on your desk. I was trying to see what day Christmas was on. Looks like Wednesday. It was on a Wednesday in 1929 for Christmas. And that means Halloween was probably September, November. They're so tiny. Was on a Thursday. Halloween was on a Thursday in 1929. I don't know. I love stuff like this. I don't know why. I'm here for the ephemera. 96 years old. Yes, it's almost antique. Almost. Measurement for it is 5 by 4 3/4. So if you want to put this up, you need something to kind of help prop it. So a flower frog, something like that. Or, you could display it on a windowsill or a plate rack. That would work too. But the cutest little puppy dog, I couldn't resist. All right, MJ's in at 14. We're looking for 15 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Was 1929 a leap year? Nope, it was not.
The fact that it's unused and somebody got this and just put it away is...
That calendar, I was trying to see. The calendar itself measures 1.5 inches. So it's very small. All right. All right, just in case is in there. And there is Karen's bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so Renee had a just in case of 25. Robin had a just in case of 32. So Robin, it's yours for 26. Thank you so much. And hello, Mary.
$16, Amy. And I brought a lot of these that were Victorian era, and now I have one that's a little later. And I had to fill my kitschy quota for the night. So $16, maybe somebody's interested in this fun. I believe this is maybe from the 1960s. It is this fun kitschy turtle. It would be considered a reverse painting foil art picture. So not much more I can say except it's kitschy greatness right there. Very 1960s. Maybe you're into turtles or flower power. I think it's great. It's one that I have not seen anything like this before. So look at how sculpted the feet are. All of the great psychedelic style details that they put on his shell, from the little flowers to the geometrical different components. You have the purples, the blues, the reds on there, and he is just a happy.
These are very different from the lady versions.
They definitely are. They definitely are. And then you can see here on the back, you can still have the little slot to hang it. And again, these are probably carnival prizes or something like that from the 1960s, maybe even a Woolworth style thing. So the frame actually is like a faux wood. It's more of like a plastic style frame. It measures 8x6. So if you're doing yourself like a kitschy style, maybe a wall with also what do we call them? The walls that we do, a gallery wall.
Gallery wall.
Oh my God, words are tough tonight. So if you're doing a gallery wall, this little guy would look good in there, especially if you're doing like, kitschy vintage style things. So I just think he's really neat. It was something different. I didn't know if maybe we were going to go heavier on kitsch tonight. He kind of starts you in your fall color scheme, especially with the gold. Look at how that foil gives him such great detail. And then his shell is sort of it's kind of a goldish green. Okay. Hopefully it's reading because you can see how gold he is here, but then it starts to go into like a greenish style gold. And then all those great little details. I think he's just really unique, something different. Like I said, you're right, Amy, or like you said, a far cry from those other ladies that I was offering, but I thought this just might be something different. It is. It's great jewel colors, Karen. You're exactly right. And you can't have a bad day when this little guy's looking at you. Although the frame is plastic, this is glass. So that is glass right there. And again, he does sort of stand on his own. So you could kind of prop that on itself if you wanted to, put it in an easel. The frame is thick enough that it sort of does stand up on its own. Actually, as I look on the back here, I think you could use the perforations and take those out and use the easel part to stand it if you didn't want to hang it on the wall. So probably from the 1960s, I believe it would go really good.
Mushrooms, yeah.
Absolutely. Pardon me, next to those mushrooms. And again, it's in very good condition. There's no rips or tears. You can even see the backing in there. That's how thick that foil is that gives it the detail. So again, I'm trying to find something different. Thought maybe we'd have someone that was thinking flower power, 60s kitsch, especially in your fall display with your amber glass and things like that. So one more time, it is 8x6, measures 8x6, $16 if anyone's interested in it. This is the first 1960s style kitschy.
I've never seen one besides the ladies. I have never seen anything different.
Foil print. So I thought, you know what? Maybe folks didn't want the fussy kind of ladies in their display, but they were looking for a kitschy little turtle. And I'm sure he has to be worth well more than your 16. So let me hold him in there one more time so you can see. But we'll sit poor turtle to the side and we'll bring him back for the recap. Over to you, Amy.
All right. I think we have 2 rounds left, if
yes.
I am doing my math correctly.
Yes.
All right. I have not a cat, but I have a dog. And it's a Joseph Originals little dog. Now, Joseph calls this a Pinkanese. It looks more like a Pomeranian to me, but maybe that's because I'm a little biased and I have a Pomeranian, but kind of, but they call it a Pinkanese. All right. And it's darn cute. I don't think I've ever come across this in the wild before. I don't believe I have. I usually find any other kind of Joseph animal, but I've never run across this one. And she does have a big old pink bow in the back of her head. No chips or repairs to her. I really like when they do that high glaze on the eyes. She does have her Joseph Japan sticker there on the bottom, but doesn't have the round one any longer. Jason, do you want to do a claim for that picture, or do you want to bring it back?
We'll bring it back, but in the meantime, our Pasca, if you could just email us your information ahead of time, then if you want to claim it in the recap, I could sell it to you. We're seeing some new names tonight, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But we don't recognize you, but if you can email us your info, I'll let you claim it then during the recap.
Yeah. Okay. So Little Miss Sitting Pretty, she's just darn cute. She's a bigger, I mean, she's a decent size figurine. She is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2, 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 for her. We'll take one more look at her.
Look at that big pink bow in the back. The oversized bow.
She's good. She's really good.
So
I like her. She reminds me, although it's not the same kind of dog, but it reminds me of Lady and the Tramp.
Yes. Yes, it has that look. And she's sassy with that face.
She's very sassy. Yeah, you can tell. She was like, I don't need just any kind of dog biscuit. I need pedigree.
It's true. It's true. You're right.
Let's count her down. Renee's in at 17, so we're looking for 18 or more on the Joseph Doggo. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bidden. Yeah, I could see a lot of different dog breeds in this one specifically. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, you guys. Appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
There's the doggo bid end. Thank you, Karen. All right, Renee, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
$10, Amy. $10, Amy. And this just proves that you were ahead of your time with the little pin cushions that you made, because I have a little, what I believe.
Oh, how cute is he?
This may be original or very old. You can tell that the felt's sort of old. You're also going to get it with the original pins that are in there. Now, one of the pins I think has damage, but I do believe the red one in there and the white one in there, I think those are milk glass. That one's milk glass, and I believe that one is glass, and that's an old school pin in there. So if you're into like some very kitschy deco style things, this fun horse with those great sort of, it kind of has a Czechoslovakian feel about it, but it is still made in Japan. This fun little horse that is a little pin cushion. So if you collect these little pin cushion, or you know someone that's a sewer, this might be fun to gift them. So it's going to come with what we originally found in it. I'm not taking any of that out. You can see that the bottom says, if it wants to focus, it is made in Japan. And I just thought it was really neat, especially with the look of things I was bringing tonight. Look at his eyes. Like, he's got these fun green and yellow eyes.
I love his bright polka dots. He's very cool.
And I love that it has that old kind of stuffing in there with that old kind of fabric. It's almost like the fabric that they used to put on the riding helmets in
like
there.
Velvet kind of?
Yes. And you can tell that it's just enough that it's worn out, just enough. I know. That is a timeless question, Kim. Is it a horse or is it a donkey? I did think long and hard. It could be a donkey if you wanted to, but I'm feeling horse because of the tail. I don't know why. I just feel
I am leaning horse as well.
I mean, I really would love for it to be a donkey, and then you could use different words to say. But there's Renee. Could be a burro. Could be. But it could be whatever you want. But it's a fun little 1930s porcelain. If you wanted to use it for something else, you could take that out. But I believe that's been in there for a good long time. It is this fun figurine, and like I was trying to show, it does say that it is made in Japan. So quickly, the measurements on it, it is 4 inches tall. No chips to those ears, believe it or not. Those pointed little ears, there's no damage. 10 inches tall, and it's about 3.5 inches wide. So it's just this fun, unique. This was actually the era of when they got a little crazy with these polka dots. Right, Joe? Little Dominic the donkey. Could be. Could be. Hee-haw, hee-haw. And I love the fact that even if one of those little push pins is broke, they're glass. And you don't find them that often, those little push pins that are glass. And then that one is a little milk glass one back there. And there are
There's
some
a lot of pins in there.
There is. There's a lot of other little metal pins that are pushed in there as well. So this definitely was somebody's little sewing caddy and definitely served a purpose for a good long time. So
he's very cool.
Again, it is porcelain. If you guys collect these style of things, or you want to maybe repurpose it, maybe you want to go ahead and add some new, stuffing in there and actually update it. I kind of like it the way it is. I think it shows how old it is. The fact that somebody used this probably sat on somebody's sewing table, or they moved it with them when they worked on things. That metal pin in there, the one glass one is broke. The red one, I believe, is glass, and then you have an old school milk glass top one right there. And like Amy said, look at all those little metal ones in there. Come on, focus. It was there for a second. So again, really fun. So thank you, Dusty. I see you in at 11. Robin was in at 10. So we're looking for 12 or more. I'm sure he's from the 1930s. So let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Truth be told, when I was writing up my stuff this afternoon, I was like, is it a donkey? Is it a horse? I just see horse, especially with that elongated face. I don't. Hey, you get him. You want him to be a donkey. He could be a burro, whatever. There's the bid end. Thank you so much. So with Dusty's Just In Case and Robin's, it's coming to Robin for $17. Thank you, ladies, so much.
All right. $10 for me. And let's see. This is fun. And I purely liked it for the box graphics alone. Now, what I can tell you about this, it's made by Russell Manufacturing. This would have originally come in a set of different playing cards. So I think that there were 6 different games total that would have come, the big little card game. And they also did some smaller, like half the size ones as well. But this is the Animal Rummy, and it does have a little wear to the box right here. This is from the 1930s. All right. And there's a little wear right here. But all of the cards are in here. I did count them all. There's supposed to be 48, and there are 48 in here. I love the graphics on these. All right. And I separated them out by animal so I can show you each one. So there's 12 cards in each little bundle. All right. So first off, we have Mr. Dapper Pig. All right. And he's sitting on a bench with an umbrella in his waistcoat.
Yep.
I really like the illustrations. And then there's even a cool little illustration for Russell Manufacturing there. Russell Games. It's a little pixie playing a trumpet. They're on the back. There's Glowy and Gail, Angela and Minx. Thank you all so much. Angela's got the high bid right now at 12. So there's 12 piggies, and Glowy's back in there. So 12 Dapper Piggies, and there's 12 little squirrels. Dressed to the nines, sitting in the tree.
Fancy.
Fully clothed.
Fancy.
Fully clothed squirrel there. So all 12 of those. And then we have, let me get caught up on the chat. I'm doing a horrible job. All right, Angela's back in at 16. Then we have Mr. Bear with his stripy pants and his monocles. Love it.
Good.
And then the last bundle are the rabbits. So there's the bunnies. And Bunny is red pants, yellow shirt, like a polka dot tie kind of thing going on. So there is Mr. Bunny. I love those style of graphics that these are. Okay. So complete. Counted them all, sorted them all. So they're all in there. And excellent box. Now the box, just a little wear on the cover. It does have cool little animal silhouettes that go around the edging of the box as well. Okay. And there is this kind of grease thing on the back. I don't know what that is, but it's on the back. So it doesn't matter. All right. Angela is in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The box is 5.5 by 2 3/4, and each of the cards are around 2.5 inches tall.
Those are so great to pop into Flower Frogs and use the box. Like you could do so many things with that.
Yeah. Right. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Angela had the high bid at 16. Glowy had it just in case. So Glowy, they are yours for 17. Thank you so much. All right.
$14, Amy. $14, Amy. And I was rounding out like my aesthetic for the evening. And I have this fun picture that is probably from the 1940s or 1950s. It is actually a metal frame. It has a felt background, and then that is a porcelain center of a Victorian courting couple. So this company, when I researched it online, it's a company that imported pieces. It's EA Riba Company in Brooklyn, New York. They actually sold different courting Victorian couples and scenes in these little frames. You could have gotten them in all different sizes, different scenes. I have this scene here that has like the double rounded. That is all metal. So that is metal. Like I said, that is actually a metal little ring, so you could hang it on the wall. The center is porcelain of the courting couple in very good condition, and even the velvet insert is pretty much free of any condition issues whatsoever. And you can actually see back here on the back, they use those metal prongs to hold everything into place. So again, I date this probably 1940s, probably right after the war. It would be great in a fun little gallery wall. I actually laid it down in my display. I thought it would actually be nice if you actually, instead of using it on the wall, you could actually lay that maybe in your display. But again, it's going to hang beautifully. If you want to collect more, you can research that company. They made different sizes, but this one is the most unique shaped one that I could find. They had just a normal oval, square, rectangle. It measures about 4 3/4 wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. So you can see that it is a nice itty bitty, really highly detailed, a gorgeous piece. Like this fella here is playing his instrument. She has her basket of flowers. It looks like she's offering one to him. And again, that is all porcelain. So I don't know where the porcelain was made. But again, it was an import company out of New York, and they sold this style of thing. I don't know if it was a boutique or what it was. So Renee, thank you for the 14. Looking for 15. Let's go ahead and count it down. 15 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I was guessing that, Phil, that it could have been Italian. It definitely has all those feels, but nowhere online could I. I'm pretty sure you're 100% correct, Phil, but I couldn't find that to say for sure. So definitely has that feel. Like I could see that with some Capodimonte. So Renee, thank you so much. It's going to look great in your decor. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right, we're going to move into our recap. It's recap time. So reminder for recaps that we will bring back anything that we didn't find a home for the first time. And these are going to start out as quick claims. So we'll give a brief description if we need to do that. No any kind of issues. Again, if you want to claim something, please make sure to type in what we say or the item plus the price so that we know what you're trying to claim. We will give it a moment for the lag. If we do not see anything else come in the chat, that'll remain a quick claim. If there's more than one person interested in the same item, we will turn it back into a bid round to break any kind of ties, just in cases can be in play, just like a regular round, that sort of thing. And Karen will do the bid ending. Okay. So Jason, do you want to go first?
I have 5 things to recap. Do you want
to just go through yours? I have 2.
You got it.
Just go for yours, Jason. Yep.
All right. I'll move swiftly. All right. So I had my PY kitty cat shakers, no chips or cracks. They are actually marked PY down here on the bottom. And they are salt and pepper shakers, as you can see. I'll give you the rest of the dimensions, but if anyone is interested, just put shakers 15. $15 on these kitty cat PY shakers, if I can get them to focus. So 15 on the shakers. They measure about 3 wide, and they go about 2.5 inches tall. So pink little kitty cat is hanging out in front of the bonnet, and then you have gray cat who's hanging out with the fedora. So if anyone's interested in the PY cat shakers, just put shakers 15. Shakers 15. Lord have mercy. Here we go. I felt a cough coming on. So I had my foil turtle picture that I had just shown a couple rounds ago. That would be 16. So you can put turtle 16. It's probably from the 1960s. It measures 8 by 6. That would be turtle 16. And I'm sure Amy said this, but I'll say it again. If you guys are watching this in the replay, feel free to email us. I will tell you, though, some of these things are going to go to Mother Tucker's this weekend. So if you're interested, please reach out to me as soon as possible. I had my Kokeshi dolls. They're pre-1980s.
There's the turtle claim there.
I'll take your claim, R. Pasco. Am I saying that right? But I didn't get info from you. So I am going to write you down. But please, you need to email me at this email address. I need your real name. I need your full address, and I need a PayPal. We love new buyers. We just need to make sure we get your information.
There we go. I'll pop that up there.
Thank
that's
you.
all the information that you need to send for claiming an item. All right. There you go.
Thank you. And I appreciate you. Just email us, and then we'll finish out the transaction. So I had my Kokeshi dolls. They're 24 each. This one would be red 24 just because of the paint. Again, these larger ones can be a little valuable. It also has to do with the signature. But I can tell you from the collection I got them from, they're pre-1980s. 13 inches tall, no issues, no cracks, very good condition. Like I say, it's a large one. You don't see that often. So that one is going to be red 24. This one is going to be black 24 because of the black paint. There's the bottom. Again, those signatures is where you want to do your research to see. Some of these can be hundreds, depending on what that signature is. 12 inches tall. So that one is going to be black 24. You have red 24, black 24. I had my 1930s Czechoslovakian. Yes, Phil. We do have those. Yep. And if you want to email us again, just to remind us, definitely please do. Always. So this is going to be vase 18. This is from the 1930s. It is made in Czechoslovakia. They are calling it cobalt. Everywhere I see it, it's not. It is basically just red. So black. And I got you, Critter Girl. Thank you so much. Let me write you down for those. I'm so happy somebody got those because, yeah, it's a good price, and yeah, I'm just so happy someone got those. Thank you, Critter Girl. Congratulations. 18 on the vase. No chips or cracks. Again, when it says Czechoslovakia on the bottom, if it doesn't say made in, it is pre-1945. So when it says made in, then it's after the war. So I do believe this is from the 1930s. So in very good condition, no chips or cracks. That would be vase 18. And then I had the box camera from around 1918 to about 1920. I'm in for $4, East Coaster. Boy, we got a lot of fun names here tonight. So East Coaster, you're new to me. We didn't have anything at $4 though, but I appreciate the bid. So this is going to be camera 18. If anyone is interested, the shutter does work. Everything else, thank you so much. So everything does work. It does have its badge here on the back. So this is from around 1918 to 1920. I will show you very quickly here on the inside. There's the inside. So it is a Brownie Kodak camera. Number 2, the big selling point, and Joe is right, it has its leather straps. So the box camera, that is 18. You can put camera or box camera, and it could be yours. So over to you, Miss Amy. I know you're cleaning up the chat a little bit.
Yep.
So, guys, thank you so much. And Critter Girl, congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. They're staying together. Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right. Recap for me. I've got the Hallmark Rock and Play card that I showed at the very beginning. Unused condition, so it will stand on its own. It has the greeting on the back side, so no signatures or anything like that. Good condition on it. This was $12. So you can do card 12 if you want to claim that. And overall good condition, very minimal wear. There's a little patina on the little brad that holds the head in place, but that is to be expected. I do believe this dates to the 50s. 50s on that. Okay. Yeah, Nikki, I see you in for the kitty card. And I don't see anybody else coming in there, so I think it is yours, Nikki. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And then the other thing that I had was the, let's see. Let me write that down real quick. Nikki. All right, for the cat card. Okay, you got it. Was the Joseph Bell. I'm going to be keeping the little quilted things. I'm going to turn it into a pillow. So those are not going to be coming back. I'm going to keep those. Okay. All right. So I had the little pink Joseph Originals Southern Belle, Girl Belle. That's hard to say. Southern Belle, Girl Belle. There we go. Now she's focusing. She would not focus before. No damage to her. She is nice condition. And she has a nice ding-a-ling there. She was 16. So you can type in Belle 16 if you want to claim her, and she's just darn cute. Belle 16 for her. All right, we did it. We did
it, Amy. Yes, we did.
Right. Yay. All right, now, big thank you to Karen and Kim, of course, for helping out in the chat. And thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you being here, as always. Gosh, we just have some great people in the chat tonight, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, we're going to say bye-bye to Mr. Walton Groggins as well. All right. Fun times. Okay. So reminder, you guys, invoices will go out tomorrow for me, and Jason will be sending on Saturday. So make sure and send your information if you have not done that yet or not. Okay. And then we're going to move. And you talk about it, Jason.
No, I was just going to say, and please, guys, if you're available on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, please join Tina over on Whatnot. It is Mother Tucker's Tina. And I will just say, Amy, just remember, Amy, you made it when you have people that do that in your chat.
Well, I don't turn sub mode on.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
The one time that I did, I got crazy weird people in the chat. So I haven't turned it on since then. Yes. So, hey, they're coming out of the woodwork tonight.
Hey. And you know what? Every interaction is a good interaction. It just gives us more
get some views. Satisfaction by zapping the bots.
Exactly.
In the chat. So it's
exactly.
Fine.
So totally we love you all. We love you all.
All right. Now we're going to move into our community share, which is from Nikki Moss tonight.
It's good. It's good.
In honor of Nikki Moss, I brought a couple pink things tonight. But we're going to look at Nikki Moss's pink bathroom tonight. Okay. And I do have, we're going to do a new little.
You did it. It's so good.
And try it out. Okay.
Oh my God.
We just discovered these settings were here. Okay. So first we're going to start out with the cabinet here.
Oh my God.
So I've got some notes to go along with this. Photos of one of the bathrooms in Nikki's home. It started with the Longaberger cabinet and the Longaberger Horizon of Hope baskets. So that's what you're seeing in the case there. I love all the different things all together, like the mercury beads draped on the shelves. That's a great idea. Okay.
Pink moon and star looks pretty good, Nikki. I know where that came from.
It does.
Looks really good.
All the things mixed together. Okay. And then next we're going to go to the white tree she found at Goodwill. and it had a rough finish to it. It also had blue bulbs glued in, and she worked for days on getting them out. The base was made out of a clay pot and painted it white and put a light kit in it. That's a great idea. If you find a ceramic tree and it doesn't have a base, you can't even tell that that is there. So a little elbow grease, and I like all the mixture of things. Then let's see. What do we want to go to next? We've got, oh, look at all the pink faces.
Man, this is, oh my gosh. I do recognize a lot of these pieces. I wondered what you were doing with the pink glass, Nikki. Now I know.
A lot of the items are from Misty, Michael, Jason, and others. That's what she says.
Looks good.
And here is another little shelf.
Oh, that's amazing.
Love the pink fairy lamp is gorgeous. There's a close-up of those draped beads. I love the pink mercury beads draped in there. And see, you can leave that out. That stuff is not just for Christmas time. I love that. Here's another little shelf close up. And then the last thing that we're going to look at is brooch collection. All right. And here it is.
Oh, I love this. Tina told me this.
I love that too. I need to find one of these like hearts.
Yeah, this is good.
One of these metal hearts. Look at all the pretty brooches on there. I love that.
That is awesome.
And she says a lot of the things in this bathroom remind her of her mom, and she cherishes it all. So I can see why. It's amazing, Nikki. I love all the different things mixed together.
It's good.
And it just works.
Between that heart and the way Nikki put those flower frogs on the wall, oh my God. Ideas.
And even in the middle of this one, there's a tiny little flower frog with some brooches stuck in it.
It's good.
Like little flowers. And there's jewelry all over the place. I love that.
Dusty says she leaves out Mercury out all year long too, garland and things. I love that. I love that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the piece right there. I love all the pink gathered together. All right. Thank you, Nikki. We appreciate you sending all those in. Thank you so much. Beautiful collection. I love how everything is displayed in there. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I know a lot of things are special in there too. So thank you so much. All right, you guys, I think with that note, a general thank you for being here again. And we're going to say good night. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. And go see Tina over on Whatnot on Friday. And we will see you back here next Thursday for Fantastic Finds at our normal time at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.